Man running from cops, stops to pet cats, goes to jail, priorities. This guy has been spotted suddenly climbing up a hotel without any sign of protection in Germany. I love this guy. He just zips around town every day on his little bike with his macaw. Immaculate vibes. YouTube is a gift. We got married. Going to get my divorce papers. There goes the last. Great. American dynasty. I got a cute new little bottle for my Diet Coke. Washing the dirt off this giant brick in the shower so I can keep it in my room. It's so cold that even ghosts started wearing pants. My wife got remarried, but I wasn't invited to the wedding. I sent my dad a picture of me eating his cake and he locked the freaking fridge. Why was Pingu's dad always ironing when none of his family wore clothes? God forbid a man has hobbies. Homeless man, you got any spare change? No, sorry, homeless man. The lint master, chocolatier, snapping every bone in your body. Florida man, climbs playground, tells kids where babies come from. Man who ripped another man's heart out and ate it to prove he wasn't gay. Admits he went too far. Yeah man, it was just in the spur of the moment type thing, you know? One time a guy came into my bar and asked if the patio was pet friendly, and I said yes, assuming he had a dog. And then he came back with a tortoise. I really devoured an entire pie, huh? I just saw 3 undergraduates in lockstep carrying a mattress on their heads like ants. Why are you holding the fork like that, bro? It ain't going anywhere. I don't know. I was alone with my thoughts and I started to get angry. A groundhog named Chunk has been stealing a farmer's crops for 3 years and eats it right in front of a surveillance camera. Turo, yes? You got a coin near you? Yeah. Flip it for me. Did it. What did it land on? Heads. Fuck yeah. Alright, thank you. I'm dropping out of college. My neighbor's balcony is stressing me out. Sorry, I guess my phone doesn't focus on the fake. What does this mean? Man fired from job, keeps turning up and getting paid for more hours. This is actually a perfect flat door, designed just to stop people from running in the hallway. Why is my biggest achievement being the second picture on Google when you search mental breakdown? My 13-year-old brother saved up over $900 to get the gaming PC that he wanted. I'm so proud of him. Great white shark photographed with massive bite mark on its body. Missed my goal yesterday by 200 steps. What's your goal? 200 steps. A man in a hazmat suit on a hoverboard fumigating a street. This is not quite the 2020 I was expecting. OMG, someone stole a Bitcoin ATM and tried to get the coins out. You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. Wow, that's a big squirrel. Japan's cybersecurity minister admits, I've never used a computer. I found this old picture framed at grandma's house. Little does she know, every single one of us here are giving the middle finger. As a mortician, I always tie the shoelaces together of the dead, because if there is ever a zombie apocalypse, it will be hilarious. Ha! Gaming disorder is officially recognized by the World Health Organization. Me, praying every night in 5th grade before my mom's surgery, finding out years later it was just a bub job. Girls, you will never know the fear of needing to sneeze while you're peeing. Enjoy that life. Report, the average person spends 27% of their lifetime in the way. I know this is from The Onion, but honestly I don't even doubt it. I have no idea what I told Siri to remind me about while groggy last night, but it certainly wasn't this. Collect suspicious pebbles. Amazing. This man manages to feel anxious even though nothing is wrong. I cannot express how funny these 2 pictures are to me. Gen Z at its finest. Girl Scouts are ruthless, selling right outside of a dispensary. Dinosaurs likely did not roar. New research suggests. Scientists say they might have growled like a crocodile or honked like a goose. Honk honk, motherfuckers. T-Rex. Holy, that meteor is coming straight for all of us. The branches. Instagram influencers trying to DIY their homes is my new favorite thing. Spring cleaning is so much fun. Should have used that on the crime scene. Whoops. I'm going to start tweeting about Western artists like K-pop stans do. I fixed giraffes. No, you didn't. I'm not sure how, but I obviously gave birth to myself. This is me at the fine age my daughter is now. Consider the radioactive teapot my grandmother brought into our home. Inflation is ruining my life. Did you say, gets all big and round. 500 on mangoes. Must have been some good mangoes. Someone put dish soap in the fountain at my college. Is this real? What is happening? I think it's Zach, but I don't know what the F wrong with him. In October 2016, police in Portland went to move a tree from the middle of the street. It turned out to be a man dressed as a tree. These guys are gaming outside in the middle of the night. Woman in China sends 1,000 kilograms of onions to ex-boyfriend to make him cry. The artist himself painted a painting of himself painting a painting. A village in France fonts goes nuts with lines to disorient drivers and prevent speeding. Curious photographer jumps into the whirlpool to see how it looks inside. Cancelled my television license. And Netflix, more money for me. What are you going to watch then, Dave? You, through your bedroom window. Haha. Travis came out a bit late and a random guy DM'd him right before he comes out. Bro, where the hell are you? 1 second, bro. There is no limit to a child's imagination. My 2-year-old is yelling at me for taking too big of a bite from her pretend sandwich, and she can't make another one because we're all out of pretend bread. Today's episode on Nigerian scammers. Please can I see more pictures for the sofa? Sorry, camera is poor. It's just 3 months selling house. This is what you posted. I said my camera is poor. An Australian man typed every number from 1 to 1,000,000 in words, not numbers, on his typewriter. It took him 16 years. Who is the most dangerous human alive right now? My cousin Randy posts a lot of pictures on Facebook of skeletons riding motorcycles and stuff with captions about how loyal he is, but if you betray him, he can be your worst nightmare, so probably him. I call it the heavier. My blanket. Every time I see this person, they're experiencing one of Hercules' trials. I just got kicked out of a Flat Earth Facebook group because I asked if the 6-foot social distancing guideline had pushed anyone over the edge yet. Prisoner. Secret menu. Oh, this brick looks like it's contemplating where its life went wrong. I drive past this thing every day on my way to work, and today I whispered, "You're internet famous now, little buddy," while I was waiting at the light. Undercover cops in the US versus Egypt. When my kid catches me leaving for cigarettes. I remember when a guy at the mental hospital I stayed at somehow got a hold of the counselor's phone and seriously ordered pizza, paid with his mum's card and everything. I don't know who that guy was, but he is a legend. Imagine being jumped by a gang of doctors and one of them says to the other, "Take his kidney." Me, forcing my brain to generate feelings for a mildly attractive coworker, simply to spice up the part-time job subplot. Putting my snack on a yumminess scale so I can eat the best one last. My mum just learned how to use the text effects. "I'm divorcing your father." Caught the bae sleeping. Now, why would you waste a perfectly good pizza? That waste happens to be my wife getting her beauty sleep. Think before you speak. TikTok ruined my life. I'm watching the menu with a Subway Surfers video on the side to keep my attention. I was born in the wrong generation. Bro, we can literally fry stuff with the air. What else do you want? My dad couldn't breathe when he handed me this in a gift bag, just on the floor laughing, tears in his eyes. My neighbor has this Menti mailbox he dresses up throughout the year, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. Unexplained phenomena. Cube. Sci-fi concept art. Hey bud, Christian Bale and his son. Burrito Bale. Christian Bale and his son. Who? Only 2 types of people in the world. Notice which contact is saved. Stop texting in email format. Oh, I will take my leave. I as well. Dear Claudia David, sincerely, Alison Gomez. Someone once got shot by lightning 7 times. This isn't him. This bag is so goofy, I can't even defend it. When I was 14, I looked like a middle-aged Eastern European mother of 3. And now at 30, I look younger than I did at 14. How did I age in reverse? My wife has been waiting for 2 days for me to open the fridge. I think the milk's gone bad. I watched the Shia LaBeouf motivational Just Do It last night and felt really inspired. So I went out and bought a Costco bear that I've always wanted. Don't let dreams be dreams. We will be 4 horsemen deep into the apocalypse and still going to work. Boss, why were you late? A lake of fire swallowed the freeway. I feel like you're not considering how this affects the team. This guy looks like he would start a fire in an office. This guy looks like he would dye his hair blonde and work at a bowling alley. This guy looks like he left a baby at a wedding. This is it, lads. The worst loaf of bread I've ever made. A toddler with a skateboard could get more air than that. Been saving these since December. First day of summer, I'm coming for people's lives. You're a serious savage. But imagine getting hit with a snowball in mid-July. Mess you up mentally. This is why I hate females. She hid 100 pounds in the other room. The amount of salt in my single-serving bag of almonds. I turned a bunch of random minion memes I found on Google into Sigma Bale memes to see if they still work. I fart because it's the only gas I can afford. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. They work. He turned into the real-life Joker. His face looks like a shirt from middle school that has been signed by all the other students. Michael prank on my mum. Michael, just kidding. It was a Michael prank. My mum got me slippers that mop the floor as you walk. Bruh, I'm high as hell at Walmart and messed around and went into the women's restroom. I've been trying to leave for 10 minutes, but they keep coming. My closet must be bipolar, the way it keeps throwing fits at me. I eat loose grapes from your store all the time, and you can't do anything about it. Watch out. out, guys. We're dealing with a real cool guy over here. Any PC guys wanna link me what they have for a setup? Had to see what kind of ants we were dealing with here. Khloe Kardashian is fighting so hard to have her unedited bikini picture removed from the internet. Meanwhile, this photo is just out, floating. I had full face on, then dropped my phone on my face. Some dude tried to stab me and ruined my favorite jacket, permabanning anyone who calls me PewDiePie. Looking sharp there, Pewds. Historians say this ancient relic was once used as a projectile during fits of rage. I was born a male, identify as a male, but according to Stolfer's Lasagna, I am a family of 4. I listen to The Weeknd on a weekday. Do birds ever fly just for fun, or are they always kind of on some mission? Almost died in the shower today. I slipped and tried to grab the water. Hi James, could you please remove the guy watering plants in the background? Sure. Bournemouth, man on stag, wins half marathon. Mad lad puts Thanos as his gender on the school equality survey. Don't upvote this. I'm using Reddit to transfer a picture because I lost my data cable. Americans tried to name this country challenge. Impossible. American Impossible Challenge. We had a kid at our high school who refused to speak for the entirety of our high school career, even if a teacher called on him. The day we graduated, he spoke for the first time. His reasoning for his 4 years of silence was just because I could. One time I asked a rival dad who I knew didn't own a wrench if I could borrow his wrench in front of a group of people. Some bloke walked up to the counter and said, "Burger chips, please." "Certainly, sir," I replied. "Are you eating in or taking out?" "Screw off, you bitch." He snapped before walking off with his food. I love working in the prison canteen. The defibrillator toaster. My mum would be so annoyed. Every morning I would run into the kitchen screaming, "We're losing them. Beep, 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 beep. Don't you die on me, damn it. Nurse, we need 2 cc's of cream cheese, stat." He's bread, Jim. A goat called Sergeant Bill became a Canadian war hero during World War I when he butted 3 soldiers into a trench to avoid an exploding shell. You look like if a man and a woman had a child. Pretty sure that's what happened. My bus driver just looked at me straight in the eyes and said, "I can't let you on without a mask. Sorry, love," and is still giggling to himself as he drives. God bless ya, you little bus driving comedian. In the early 1990s, a stonemason secretly carved a xenomorph from the Alien films onto a 700-year-old church in Scotland. Tom Holland on the set of Captain America, Civil War. Young Spider shows off to Mum Spider, who can't be bothered. "Mum, are you watching? Mum, you're not watching." A sudden wave of an immense love for humanity has hit me once again. The United States has 1.4 billion pounds of cheese stockpiled in a cave in Missouri. Warning, these 2 men are going around local neighborhoods, knocking on doors, claiming to be from a plumbing and heating company, and then asking for entry to your home to check your taps for possible leaks. Do not let them in. They are not plumbers. They are dangerous. Please share. Am I saying that stealing a Taco Bell sign and hanging it on the balcony of your dorm room is the right thing to do? No, but am I saying that this is a total boss move and I wish I had thought of it when I was in college? Yes. Guy who stole my phone from Wendy's must think he's really funny. You know that's illegal, right? Give it back. I have a broken mod that makes my pet's offspring have human traits, and one of my kittens spawned with the homophobic trait. My cat's body is so loose and saggy that he blended in perfectly with a sweater on the ground. When my mom was cleaning up, she thought he was a part of the sweater and grabbed him. "Look at what I found in the garage." "What the heck?" Ended. "That's cute. It's Ralph. Make him a little motorcycle helmet. Out of half ping pong ball for his little motorcycle." Pressing every button on this machine to create a drink that will make the guys in my stomach experience their own tragedy. My great grandpa at 16 versus me at 16. Just your daily reminder that while we are all in lockdown of varying degrees, bears are out there practicing their kung fu fighting. That is all. This is why I don't cook, bruh. I forgot plastic melts and I put the pizza on the plastic tray. You don't need to be a good cook for this. You just need some common sense. Fact, the first sunglasses date back to the prehistoric Inuits who wore flattened walrus ivy specs, looking through narrow slits to block the haters or any bullshit to live their absolute best life. Look how beautiful my sister Ben Shapiro. This has to be a fake tweet. Don't worry, it's not tobacco. Dude, you look like every stock photo of a 1940s Russian woman. Compliment. For the record, I clicked yes and it crashed my game. Sorry, it was too much for me, man. It's okay, giant rat. Don't eat the 7-Eleven seafood combo. This cannot possibly be the same 9 p.m. I used to start getting ready for a night out at. This play is going to be lit. Hey, get out of there. Fireworks in San Diego, where a computer glitch caused the entire 18-minute show to go off in 25 seconds. I'm going to cry. How did I do this to my rice? Back in my day, we ate the ice cream out of the toilet paper rolls and didn't complain. Let me guess, somebody's fat self thought this was chicken. Why does my teacher keep asking me out on a date? Please just take a hint. I don't like that date. Date, please. I'm 17. I'm going to only say this once, so listen close. You have no idea who my favorite plumbers are. I just smacked my hand on my desk. Yow! When I die, I want everyone to act super concerned about the depth of my grave and the strength of my coffin, just to freak out the funeral and burial people. Are you sure that's deep enough? So, are you guys going to pour cement over it, or just dirt? We can pay extra if it costs more. Does this casket come in carbon fiber? I cannot believe my mom put this photo into the family calendar and sent it out to all of our distant family, thinking that's my normal head. The waiter just brought me a shot called "Please don't drink that, sir." It was spicy. I accidentally misclicked and sent this image to one of my friend's vent posts. I might end it all. Guys, don't do this to artists. Hello, I would like a commission. I will not be paying you as I am merely a minor. What? No flipping way. Not cool. You will be boiled. An annual event, Portland, US, known as the Stand-Up Pedal Witch Pedal. Idaho drops a giant potato on New Year's instead of a ball. When I made it for the first time in my life, it looked like this. 49-year-old man. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York star. Donald Trump's mugshot has been released. He thought building Rome would only take one day. He mad. Rage is consuming me. It appears we have stopped panic buying toilet paper, and the entire country is now baking. Day 16, still confused. Amazon's Alexa is getting a new, more natural sounding voice, and a Samuel Jackson voice option. Alexa, turn off the bedroom light. Which light, motherfucker? It's very important for your child to have strong female role models to look up to. I'm convinced it doesn't actually say dog. Anyway, truth is relative. Everything depends on your point of view. Someone drew that number. This someone knows if it's a 9 or a 6. Thus, there exists a truth. They should add Bigfoot to War Thunder so I can run him over. How do you say that picture of you right now? I'm speaking, it's just writing it down right now. It's writing down everything I'm saying. The bar of soap I've been using is smaller than the bar I haven't used. I've stayed up past my bedtime for 8 minutes now. Please don't tell my parents. We have 2 skinny cats and 1 fat cat, and now you do what they told you. This song makes me want to play Wii without wearing the safety strap. Anyone else enjoy the thrill of mixing different brand tea bags for the same brew? No, I don't like to. A man from England floats on a river in a pumpkin, which he raised himself. Once in kindergarten, a girl asked me to write Supergirl on her arm. Since I was the only kid who could write, so I wrote shit on her arm, and then hid under the table for like 30 minutes. Then the teacher found me and yelled at me, then called my parents, and my dad laughed so hard, he cried. Last night, my son asked if I had ever heard of a pillow fight. I said I had not, and he explained the premise and asked if I would play. I awkwardly held a pillow as he gave me pointers through a smile that lit up the room. My first swing took him off his feet. He never saw it coming. I'm going to be admitted to the hospital on Monday. 3 meals a day, medicine, examinations, constant care. I will never see a bill. Universal healthcare really is a must-have in modern society. Not a single usage of the letter F. Username checks out. I went in their comments history and no F was used, going back at least 31 days. Couple hundred comments. Oh my. So I was walking back to my apartment and I heard some footsteps and I turned around and there was this guy running straight at me. I started panicking, thinking he wanted to wear my skin as a dress. He gets closer and sees me, looking startled, and then goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you. I was running because I'm scared of the dark." Once we went to the dentist with my mum, and it was just us and one other guy in the waiting room. Jurassic Park was starting on the television, so we sat and waited through the entire movie. No names called. As the credits rolled, the other man got up and called my mum's name. He was the dentist. Fun fact, every update in Minecraft had removed Herobrine at the end, but in 2020, they didn't put removed Herobrine at the end. I asked my son to eat his food or I will switch off the television, and he stood up from his chair and switched off the TV. He's now playing by himself and has abandoned both the food and the television. What does this mean? Samuel L. Jackson wears custom vest that lists all the movies he's been in. He celebrates his 70th birthday. If Samuel is 70, that means Morgan Freeman is at least 134. High schoolers always know how to derail my lesson. Is this going to be on the exam? Okay, here's your quiz. Which giant fast food chain, whose mascot is a clown, pays its workers starvation wages and union busts. We've delivered about 800,000 pizzas since Chelsea last scored a goal. Okay, your pizzas suck. Papa John's is better. I hate when a job asks you to set goals. My only goal is to remain employed so that I can continue to pay for my living expenses while finding fulfillment in the areas of my life unrelated to a day job. I had a dream where Cartoon Network was doing this commercial ad for Pride, and it was 5 seconds of a desaturated bisexual flag with a tiny Mordecai near the bottom, and this is what it looked like. There wasn't any audio. Hello folks, has anyone taken my Subway order from the counter mistakenly? This is the 3rd time this happened this week. Hi, I'm Nia from Accounts Department. Sorry, I thought someone has been sending it on my name. I ate it now. Hooray? What show/movie? I know what it is, but I am going to gatekeep it from you. I wasn't originally going to say anything until this dude thought he could successfully gatekeep. Most guys send body pictures. My boyfriend. Yeah, I'm showering. Oh nice, send me a picture of your hair up in a giant spike. My brother renamed himself to Zoom in a Zoom call with his teacher and requested access to the teacher's computer. The teacher saw Zoom is requesting access to your computer and clicked allow. Me, using my Xbox's wireless headset on my Nintendo Switch. You thought I was joking? My wife loves crumble cookies. We drove 30 minutes to the closest one. Then we sat in the car, listened to an audiobook, swapped flavors, crumbs down on our shirt. In our laps, both of us jacked on sugar, giggling like kids. But in fact, we're nearly 40. It was awesome. Bro, your last like 50 tweets are about me. After I unfollowed you and choose to ignore you. It's okay. You'll be okay. If I tweeted the stuff you've tweeted, you would have a field day about me. Spreading hate. Milk the hate all you can though. Won't last forever. Can I ratio dream? I realized halfway through the year that I was drawing bugs instead of taking notes I didn't need to be at. I put them all in a book and now it's published worldwide. 2020 is crazy. My day as a developer. My code works. I am a god among men. My code doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? I'm an imposter. I'm a stupid moron. My code works. I am a god among men. This man cannot be deterred. How to become a multi-millionaire in 5 months with 3 to 9 months of preparation. Step 1. You first become pregnant or you get your wife pregnant. Step 2. At 5 months, you study your ass off for interviews. Step 3. At 7 months, apply to hundreds of companies. Once you're at the 8th month period, interview with 100 different companies. Accept every single offer you get and have them all start the same week. 5. Your kid is born and you go on parental leave for let's say 40 jobs for 5 months, each paying you 120k base, so $2 million. Quit and live off your investments. Genius. I'm going to prank my girlfriend. Poor guy. I told this girl I was 6'1" and I'm supposed to meet her tomorrow. I'm 5'6". Tell her you identify as 6'1". Name a character who's gone through more pain than him. She is very clean, I bet. How long are showers? Between 5 and 15 minutes. Men are coming to an end. Men, April 2nd to May 31st. There is no way an ancient civilization could have built pyramids. This guy with a stick. My girlfriend called me immature, so I banned her from my cardboard box fort. Even the bravest men are scared of this symbol. I bet camping was invented by 2 dudes who wanted to have a sleepover, but were afraid their wives would make fun of them. I'm going to ask this girl out today, on my birthday, so she can't say no. She said no. The sun is communicating with me. Die. Men stopping everything they are doing to watch a helicopter that's flying by. Dude on the right can probably get his girlfriend back. On the left, it's over. She was too calm doing this. Went from being engaged to, it's complicated. It's not complicated. You got caught sleeping with numerous men. These are facts. What women see versus what men see. Still the greatest sign ever. This year, thousands of men will die from stubbornness. No, we won't. This bear dug a sitting pit to watch the dogs. It's so important to stress how much bears are just guys. Why my hand is in my pocket? There is something in there. My hands are cold. I need to adjust. All men do is lie and lose on Warzone. Why do you bring up Warzone though? Women. Guys never clean up. Guys' browser history. Fun fact, a majority of archaeologists are women due to their natural ability to dig up the past. Men really do be pointing sometimes. If she says, I'm with my friend, she's with a girl. But if she says, I'm with a friend, she's with a guy. Stay woke. Take a broken guy, fix him, and he will love you forever. Take a broken girl, fix her, she will go back to the same guy again. When you're single, but all of your friends are in a relationship. I don't date broke guys. Girls, after rejecting 86 guys. Nobody loves me. Plumber, I finally unclogged your toilet. Card declines. Plumber, when you have a date with a mermaid. Girls in the supermarket when when they see me drifting around the corner with my shopping cart, making gear shift noises. How a real man shaves. When you are peeing in the dark and use the sound of pee splashing to aim. Ladies, fall is upon us, and we men wear these to be comfortable, not to be stared at. Remember, it's for our hearts. Booty pigs improve a man's heart health, decrease symptoms of depression, and are proven good for the soul. Misogyny is kinda gay, if you think about it. Why are you treating a boy better than a girl? Balls don't actually hurt. It's a man-made conspiracy. Behind closed doors, amongst men, we slap them around with ping-pong paddles and laugh at the ignorant. I'll soon be murdered for posting this. Someone had to. Why men don't shave. This is known as the dreaded kid grip that every parent is familiar with. My wife does planks around the house, and I come home to this absolute unit of a son. Only men will understand this. Normal day versus home alone. How come dudes don't go through girls' phones? I like being happy. Wow, so the poor dolphin proposes to her, and instead, she kisses another guy right in front of him. Here's something almost every dude does. When they're in the shower, they put their hands up against their chest in a form of a cup to catch the water, and when they fill it up, they let the water drop. Don't ask why we do it, it's just satisfying. Describe your worst breakup. So I dated this guy for like 6 months. One day we were in town. He just started running. Took off. Never saw him again. I just wanted to show my boyfriend all the eggs we have. Should I block him? Did you lay all of those? Good girl. Nobody. Blood cells in the morning. Wanna go to the pee-pee? Yeah. My belt's when I need to pee. The worst she could say is no. Her. If you were the trophy at the end of my race, I would walk backwards. Who at the office is up for a double dog dare? Name something men do that women hate. Trying to relax on the couch after a 12-hour workday. That really burns them. My wife asked me to label the plugs. You are all wrong. The earth isn't flat or round. It's fucked. A blue whale is larger than a basketball court. Americans will use anything but the metric system. Come within 3 whales of America and say that. Alexander Doba. He has kayaked solo across the Atlantic 3 times. Most recently in 2017 at the age of 70. Real men don't look at things they just destroyed. Women in the 1600s. I think men. Which? I sent my boyfriend to get me a beauty blender, and this is what he came back with. Ain't no way they grew up this fast. $1 million or dinner with Jay-Z. Dinner with Jay-Z. The knowledge you can get from him is worth more than when I come home early to surprise my wife with the stand-up routine I've been practicing, and the closet starts laughing in the middle of my set. 107 deaths in Birmingham alone from this year. 108, because I'm fresh to death. Another satisfied customer, trying to find the right spot to sit around a campfire be like, are you okay, bro? Yeah, I'm good. Nothing a little nap can't fix. This is why dogs are happier. Wow, this is so deep. Clocking hell. My ex-husband fed my vegan daughter McDonald's chicken nuggets behind my back. Now she keeps demanding meat. The traditionalist man is at crossroads. You may fascinate a woman by giving her a little palm-sized bat. I wore this yesterday, and now I don't have anything to wear for the party. Boys for 8 years. Yesterday my 16-year-old little brother collapses, stops breathing, and gets diagnosed with a heart problem. Imagine dying. Couldn't be me. Sir, the girl you made eye contact with 3 years ago found a boyfriend. Achieving 4 mustaches is the final stage of manhood. This is why women live longer than men. My heart is paining. Call the doctor immediately. Fast. Okay, dear. Stay calm. Tell me your mobile password. Wait, no need. I'm feeling better now. Men are simple to please. They just want a really bad life. Impregnate a witch, to then die in a duel to the death with their mortal enemy at the gates of hell. El Chapo's money will belong to whoever finds it. Me and the boys. Can I ask you about the menu, please? The men I please is none of your business. Just pulled the door handle off. Safe to say, the guy was as surprised as I was. Is my nose big? No. What are you talking about? You are gorgeous. Is my nose big? Does it sleep with you? Or it has a separate bed? I lost my boyfriend in Walmart, so I called him and he told me to hang up and I would know where he was. You want to know what he did? He made a pterodactyl noise and I heard it from across the store. I do something stupid. She gets mad. I apologize. She does something stupid. I get mad. She gets mad. I apologize. A flowchart for men. Look what they need to mimic mimic a fraction of our power. Looks like one of the guys quit. Women are so emotional. Guys at 2 a.m. losing on a video game. In Hercules, Hades says, guys, relax. It's only half time. Exactly at the 46-minute mark, the halfway point of the 92-minute movie. Guys group chat. Yo, when's Chris' birthday? Yar. I don't know. When your birthday, Chris? 2 days ago. YouTube star dumps world's most attractive weather girl so he can spend more time playing Call of Duty. The idea of alpha males is so funny because guys really made up an upper class and then put themselves in it. Okay, if you're an alpha male, then I'm a turbo dude. That's one level higher. You wouldn't understand because you're just an alpha. Sorry. Hiding under this guy's car to try and slice his ankles with an old knife. Hey guys, I'm going to y'all want anything? Watching two guys have a knife fight in the Waffle House parking lot at 3 a.m. The food, the atmosphere, everything is flawless. When ugly guys are really funny, it's like, fine, I'll get with you. Sleepovers when you're small. Oh my, stop laughing and go to sleep, you guys. Sleepovers now. So I don't think I'm capable of love. My husband has been taking sailing lessons, and instead of putting it on our calendar like a normal person, he prefers to stand up abruptly, stare out the window, and proclaim, I must go to the sea. The call of the ocean is one every man must answer once in his life. Me dodging every chance to talk to a girl. Loyal to my wife, who is my wife, who doesn't know she is my wife. First female to reply with their cash app. I'm blessing them. Father God, I ask you may bless this young lady's cash app. Amen. If this is mid, you guys have lost the plot. Me, after drinking that special juice in the lava lamp. This dude really out here, recording a football game on his 3DS. The beauty industry. For men, this can be used as a shampoo, body wash, face wash, lotion mouthwash, toothpaste engine engine degreaser, spackle or sunscreen. For women, we've specially formulated this moisturizer for your left elbow. Men be fine as hell, then boom, rainbow light up keyboard and 2 monitors, then boom, even more fine. This guy was cool as hell. My grandma ain't giving nobody time to wake up good and brush their teeth this morning. Happy birthday to myself. Hadn't heard from my grandson. Thanks. Apple juice is the superior juice. I don't see how y'all be drinking orange juice. This dog just appeared out of nowhere, followed us for an entire week during our trek. He accompanied us on a 5,000 meter hike to the peak. He sat here on the top like this for 30 minutes. Oh damn, I fell asleep and forgot to save my game. Don't worry, I moved you to a safe spot and saved it for you. My therapist said, feeling something bad is going to happen all the time is called anxiety or something, and not spidey sense. Only men will understand. I don't understand this, I'm sorry. Easy mode versus hard mode. Humanity will reach Mars in your lifetime. Wife, we can't curse around the kids anymore. What should I say instead of bull? Shh, say snake instead. This is snake shit. Men in 1944 facing almost certain death. Men in 2020 facing a 99.9% survival rate. No man has ever won a game of. Notice anything different about me? Nice airport. I hope everyone makes it home safe during travels. What is your level when swimming at the beach? 3 or 4. I always make sure I keep someone a little further out than me, so they get eaten by sharks first. I usually go 4 or 5. I just heard a British person call Oreos chocolate sandwich biscuits, and I finally what the fuck did I do? I never called them this. Trying to have a conversation with people, and they keep saying vibes, energy, toxic, manifest, soul, spirits, and the universe every 2 seconds. How it started versus how it's going. What would happen if men were in charge of strollers? Hey cutie. How it ended. Hey cutie. Scene. If anyone can guess this animal, I will text my ex. The 4 horsemen of men's body wash scents. I swear, they doubt us so much. A kick in the balls is over 9,000 del of pain, which is similar to giving birth to 160 kids, or breaking 3,200 bones at a time. Or the male gamers. A girl who said something in voice chat. Some of y'all are creative, I'm weak. Can I have you back? Have me back? Who is this? My teacher always told me to start my introduction with something to catch the reader's attention. Now that I have that, hey, properties of dating women. Choose 2. Sane, attractive, single. Why can't all men be this honest? Honestly, I don't see a future with you. I don't want to waste your... Okay, well, we could say the same about women. Who cares? A 3-part story. Hey, good morning. I'm really interested in you. Why'd you screenshot? Ignore me for like 3 days? I thought you were really cute. Fuck you. This doesn't make you look cooler anything. I don't understand. Some of y'all got ugly boyfriends. Girlfriends too. Let's not put other women down. But how can you say that about men? It's sexist. You can't be sexist towards men in a man's world. The world is what you make it. It has to be a troll. Sorry guys, I got to go. Yeah, same. You are now the party owner. I'm tired of being good. But babe, you know how I feel about Rome. You called them Julius Squeezers. Guys can only think about one thing, and one thing only. Guys, if I use two pillows, is the top pillow using the bottom pillow as a pillow? The person standing in front of you is technically the person standing the furthest away behind you. Wallets are just pockets that we put in our pockets. Bobs. Me fighting the urge to tell the boys about the girl I've been talking to, but I don't want to jinx it. At a funeral today, the speaker mentioned which football team the deceased supported. Someone booed how it looks versus how it feels. Men catching a hint. Me driving home after witnessing my 8-year-old get abducted by an old man with millions of balloons connected to his house. Been bad. God, she is so hot. I would throw myself in a wood chipper on the off chance I might get recycled into toilet paper. When you find out that most women rate 80% of men as below average. Men are awesome. I don't think gender determines how awesome someone is. Women are awesome. I completely agree. Women are awesome. When a girl is wearing a shirt with text you're trying to read, but you don't want it to look like you're staring at her knockers. My life, before I had a phone or any social media. This is men's room etiquette. Sometimes, I like when my wife walks in from work to something ridiculous. Guys, bad news. No diving. Which anime world would you live in? Who the hell is choosing Attack on Titan? On gang. The gang in question. Call me curious, cause I'm counting these Georges. All women everywhere should start responding to guys hitting on us with generic RPG NPC line. Like, I hear the king has a new advisor. She already has 12 other guys telling her she's pretty. Be different. Send her unregistered firearms. Ibuprofen and sink water is the midnight version of coffee and cigarette. I'm starting to think some of you guys might not be okay. Fact, 90% of schizos start taking medication right before they're about to uncover the secret alien plot to take over the world. Why can't boys understand our signals? They're signals. I'll never be a princess with sparkly eyes that look like this. OMG, it's me. Why was this his response 6 hours later? Thank you for showing me your bob last night. They were neato. Me, attempting to craft a response to, haha, to try and keep the conversation going with a 10 out of 10. What are you doing? 50 minutes later. Never mind, I don't care no more. She went from LMFAO to, lol, I lost. Your girl when she doesn't like what she ordered. Men only have 4 ways out of depression. When a man says he will do anything for a woman, he means fight bad guys and kill dragons, not vacuum or wash dishes. Man's 4 moods. Acting like a gangster. Partying with the boys. Simping. Pain. They just like me. I should be more like him. Men can't carry a child. How do you explain this? NBA players in the 70s were built different. Bro was ripped. My name is Maximus Glutine. I can't even say this. I'm too ill, I'm sorry if I sound ill. The stethoscope was invented because the inventor felt uncomfortable placing his ear on a woman's chest to listen to her heart. You're so nice. What's your Instagram? Ah, thank you. I have quite enjoyed talking to you, but now we shall part ways. Till fate may reunite us again. Farewell. Meanwhile, men, time to test this grizzly bear protection suit, because why not? I love your photo. Send another one, please. When me and the boys get online to play, but instead, we just end up talking about our day. Lioness gives male a scolding, as she is not happy with him play fighting with kids. Part of being a man is having a deep, underlying feeling that you could have played a pro sport if you had tried a bit harder as a kid. Wait, so how big are you though? 6'3"-ish? No, I mean like in bed. How big are you? Still 6'3", just sideways. Is it true most men pee on the poo-poo stains in the toilet to knock them off? Who the hell out here telling secrets? The male guide to washing up. Step 1, place in hot, soapy water. Step 2, tell yourself, this definitely needs to soak. Step 3, go and watch the television. Step 4, wake up and go to work. When you text her, good morning, beautiful, and she replies, ah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I don't think you should send this message to anyone other than your girlfriend. A man who teaches mixed martial arts and Brazilian jiu-jitsu had an unexpected fight on his hands when he rescued his dog from a kangaroo. Adonis Latmore, a teen born without legs, wins state wrestling championship. Puppy comes this close to becoming alligator food until Florida man saves the day. But the question on everyone's mind, is there going to be a third date? I am simply begging straight men to try harder than athletic shorts and a spring training t-shirt on a date. California amusement parks can soon reopen, but please don't scream on the rides. Gamer girl. The ideal girl girlfriend who plays video games, but extremely rare, said to only be found in the magical land of Canada. There's a flat tire and a load of tires on the truck that none fits for it. This image reminds me of those who have many friends, and the day you need one, no one can help. When Morty said, "You don't miss me, you just miss the person who loved you so much, you did not have to love them back." I felt that. Dudes when the goth dominant girl with an absent dad, a mother that doesn't acknowledge them, attachment and expression issues, and in need of constant external validation, turns out to be a horrible girlfriend. I'm dead serious, guys. Go hunt, eat a slab of dead animal, get ripped, build something, watch UFC, buy guns, drink beers with guys, and tell whatever jokes you want because what is the point of this? I just got the best anonymous ever. I don't know if I can post it. I want to keep it framed in my inbox forever. I can't choose a favorite part. Your blogging is middling, and your interests are unbecoming and passé. Blogged. Being a boy must be hard. Like, they have to text us first and buy us food, and always look cute with no makeup and have nice cars, a steady job, be tall, impress parents and friends and brothers and sisters and hide pee-pee, and be good at doing it, like automatically be a gentleman, always, always and never be in a bad mood. Like, I'm sorry, men. You have it hard. I love you all. People making typos in group chats and then getting wailed on is extremely funny, unless I am the one making the typo, in which case, you guys are not funny and being very immature. Me, telling my story, how I survived a plane crash and lived on a deserted island for a year. It was crazy. Friend who once got a text from me where I accidentally called the Grinch the Grink. What's the Grink there? How can I get my boyfriend to stop digging his tunnel? So, I know this is a weird question, but my boyfriend likes to spend a lot of his free time digging a tunnel on some property that he inherited. I haven't seen the full extent of it, but last time I saw it, it was remarkably deep under the surface. He's spent roughly a year on it, and it's evident. The front of the thing is deep, wide, well put together. At the front, which is the only part I've seen, he's got cement beams, electrical lights, even chairs and a small table. I haven't gone into it, but it looked like the quality severely dropped as the tunnel went further, mostly becoming open dirt with some wooden beams holding it up. Huge giveaway, massive prizes, enter here to win. I don't know, baking has just been speaking to me lately. Stop listening. An entire neighborhood created to drive people with OCD insane. We've come full circle. X-ray of a 900-pound man kinda blows that big-boned theory out of the door. Fork with no holes. Call that a Do you guys think cavemen argued with each other about media consumption? Grug spent too much time listening to story. No, the hell he's not. Young Stroker the body snatcher will be joining you along your route. You are still on schedule. Yes, I am. Please be gentle. Everything we say at funerals should be said at birthday parties instead. We leave so much love unspoken. Happy birthday. Thanks. You will be greatly missed. What? Did any other people kind of mature in this way? I fucking love my hyperfixation. I used to be so cringe and lame. I fucking love I love when vets knock before they come into the room. Like, yes, my dog is naked, but they also arrived that way. I ordered a high-powered magnet, 1,000 pounds plus, and I think it may have gotten stuck to the delivery truck. Undeliverable. This dog never wants to hear about anyone complain about his barking again. What's your name, sweetheart? Fuck off, loser. Sounds exotic. I'm poor. I think a Japanese person is pretending to be an American in a YouTube chat for a Japanese invitational-only event, and it's so funny. Ah, shoot dang a Sonic. Well, fellas, I think this is going to be a slow set, am I right? I rejected this sweet guy various times. Then a couple months later, he's dating someone new. I saw him on the train with her after school. Then once I got home, I cried. Why are little kids so obsessed with construction? Just walked by a mom holding her toddler up so he could watch some guys jackhammer a sidewalk. He couldn't look away. Happiest day of his life. A customer got creative with their unused buttons. Invisibility, eject, missiles, ludicrous speed. The best evidence I can muster that humans are smarter than cats is that we don't chase laser dots on the carpet, says a man whose career is based on studying tiny pinpoints of light in the sky. I googled Microsoft login, and it tried to suggest I log in as a specific senior software engineer at Microsoft. Made pesto with the addition of some herbs I grew from seeds in my home. Tasted like shit. I had cereal after. This kid's parents is the worst at taking pictures. Y'all really think people had all these digestion problems and illnesses hundreds of years ago. Be honest, diarrhea was like #1 cause of death worldwide for most of recorded history. When you're in a hotel, do you ever rub a pencil over the notepad to see what the last occupant wrote? You definitely shouldn't. It's weird. Don't. What did he discover? Why are M and N so similar in sound and shape? There's no other pair of letters that sound like that. There's actually some really cool history behind this, but I'm not going to tell you. 100% fine with that. Literacy is a prison. Once you learn to read, you can't stop doing it. If you see words, you're going to read them. I hate that. Oppressive. I never stop thinking about this. Might mess around and let nature reclaim me. What does this mean? Does this mean you're going feral or just lying in the dirt for a while? Yeah. Yes, you were in my belly. Why? Tears in her eyes. Why did you eat me? I told my son, you were once an egg in my belly. He did not give me any reaction that time, but the day after, he was crying so hard and asked me, am I your son or a chicken's? I sent all of my Sims to university, and they all became computer scientists and proved that they were living in a simulation. So I unplugged my computer. Who was the first person to see a frozen leg and be like, get me my sharpest shoes? Pixar fell off so hard. Like, what even is that? Bro, Pixar thought this was a dog in 1985. Guys wearing this hat will have a 125% chance of referring to movies as films. Japan's greatest tragedy is having the world's best toilets and no Mexican food. What's the point of owning a Ferrari if you never take it to the track? How to fast travel, down NyQuil and sleep on the public bus. Tried to do this and saw a man sitting in the bag, eating an entire whole cucumber, and remembered I cannot fast travel with enemies nearby. Just wanted to let everyone who made fun of my major know that my degree did in fact lead to no employment. Met my online friends for the first time. Loki, don't even mess with them. Stop, because this is my worst fear. With every online friend I've met up with, we ended up making... Bruh, why? For years, I struggled to recreate my grandmother's recipes, till I discovered that tablespoon in her recipe book didn't actually mean tablespoon, but referred to this random spoon she had in her kitchen, and all the other measurements in there had similar logic. God, I want to be invited to this so bad. Katy Perry shares photos dressed as Ginger. This is literally an SEO scam. Previously, if you typed Katy Perry ginger, there were articles about her growing ginger out of human corpses in her cellar. But now, it's just this. She's playing you. Using a knife to open everything is absolutely the opposite of monkey brain human posts. Monkey brain. Just use your hands to open this packet. It's easy. It's designed to be opened by bare hands. Human brain. Ho ho ho. Look who invented tools. My dad knew a guy who swallowed a radioactive pill or something in science class when he was in 12th grade. They never found out if it did anything to him because he got stabbed to death a few months later. Rest in peace, goddamn. Some people just exist. You are boring as hell if you cannot have fun without drugs. Jada Smith says her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. The craziest thing about this is that Will probably found this news at the same time as us. Black Cat's wanting to be auditioned for a horror movie, 1961. I shaved my eyebrows. It looks horrible. I know Blizzard gets a lot of hate, but personally, I don't think it gets enough. In Australia lives a bird that deliberately spreads wildfires. The black kites, also known as firehawks, spread fire by carrying burning sticks to new locations in their beaks. Who decided that skeletons are scary? Because honestly, I would be more scared if the muscular system suddenly walked into my room, saw this Mad Max looking thingy under someone's barn in South Louisiana. It's an old dozer with the stuff welded on the front. First of all, lower your fucking voice. Welcome to SeaWorld, you little fuckers. Playing Subway Surfers, holding Subway, on the subway. A murder mystery where every character believes themselves to be responsible for the death and tries their best to cover it up. The real kicker is that the guy died from natural causes. Motion sickness is so embarrassing. Like, oh no, the car is moving. Why don't I throw up about it? She's freezer burns. When you drink cold water after chewing mint gum. Do you hear that? I'm chewing peppermint. Way better. It's crazy that they only just figured out tectonic plates in the 60s. A child in the 50s would say, it seems like South America and Africa would fit together, and his mum would go, that's cute, honey. Would you like a cigarette? It's a bird. St. Louis Zoo welcomes its newest edition. Huge fan of whatever the hell this thing is. I am in the 1% of the population with this, but I really do not enjoy summer. I love the winter. Like, if you are cold, you can put on a hoodie. You can grab a blanket and snuggle. Like, when you're hot, what do? Rip your skin off? Finally, someone understands me. Yes. Fuck summer, fuck the heat, Fuck. Yeah, fuck. I love when people edit their pictures so much the background goes wobbly, but they don't care. She didn't edit it. It just looks like that because some buildings in Korea are built over hills and mountains, so the floors are uneven. There is actually no way you believe it's unedited. I always believe women. Someone's entire work uniform, like the hat, shirt, and pants, is just thrown on the ground in this parking lot. They quit. Bro, this isn't funny. He despawned. Please delete this. I don't know what that powder was the man in the park gave me, but I like it. This is the greatest Halloween decoration I've ever seen. Those teenagers deserved it. Change our mind. Happy retirement. I've been asked to say a few words about my time at this company. Swear jar. There are two types of girls in this world. The left one be sleeping by 9 because she's got to get up early for her bank teller job. The one on the right is unemployed. If I had a nickel for every time I found a grape with a giraffe on it, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice, right? If you wear a falconry glove to the park and frantically look around the sky, everyone with a small dog will leave. I love when people in 60k cars want to play road rage with me. My car is worth $900 and my life sucks. I will kill— What the fuck? The new cat taught the old cat how to eat like this. Corporate executives, when their company made 100 billion, but they expected to make 101 billion. Our company is in a crisis. This farm owner was denied a council permit to build a horse shelter. Fortunately, you don't need a permit to build a table and chairs. Rate my setup. 10 out of 10. This is why I don't talk to new guys. Cause what? Copy. What are you doing? In class right now. How about you? Currently taking a shower. Just realized how big my thing is. Why I'm not a professional golfer is beyond me. My baby idiot watching her favorite show. Carbonated beverage. I couldn't open this jar of peaches. My mom and I were driving and I decided to call my grandma. And my grandma was like, "Hey sweetie, I can't talk right now. Your mom is at the door." And I was like, "Grandma, I'm driving with mom right now." And my grandma just said, "Oh darn, you caught me. I just don't want to talk." Invents a device to talk to cats. Oh god, finally, you understand whenever I meow for hours. It's because I want wet food. I know this was so opaque for you. No, I knew you wanted wet food the whole time, but you can't have it whenever you want. First of all, fuck you. Mom, said my 6-year-old. Look at your child. So I looked, and there, sitting cross-legged in a miniature lawn chair, was my 2-year-old drinking A1 sauce straight out of the bottle. Red-blooded American shit right there. I recognize that there have been much worse gamer insults, but some teenager yelled, "Raise your credit score, bitch," during Call of Duty, and it completely messed me up. How did he know? What does this mean? My boyfriend went to a private school his whole life, so when I said, "You know the cookie monster pajama pants monster girl energy," he said, "Huh?" And when I said, "Wait, did no one in your high school ever wear a tail?" he said, "What?" I just told my husband in a very distressed tone that I stepped on a slug on my way back inside and I was barefoot and traumatized, and he said to me, "Rodrigo, did you step on Rodrigo?" If you name your child after any licensed Coca-Cola product, they pay for their college tuition. Similarly, if you name your child after any Olive Garden menu item, they eat free for life. Don't ask me how I know this. This is the information they try to keep from you. First, from scratch cake. Any tips on how to get red instead of pink buttercream would be awesome. One of my favorite types of TikToks is 16-year-old boys messing around in their mum's closet when she isn't home. Why my mum got these big flat screen shades? It's his mum Garnet from Steven Universe. Love is when you want to make yourself a cute hobby for but you also make them a pizza corner. I pledge alliance to the flag. What do you think of the moon? I hope it stays where it is. I don't know how to tell you this, but it moves a little sometimes. What the devil are you talking about? I'm so glad the music at the club be loud, because I be farting in there. I love having equal bargaining power with my employer. If they fire me, I won't have a place to live anymore. But if I fire them, they will have to deactivate my email, probably fill out some forms. Cannot imagine the hassle. Bro, I've just been grounded. FML. Why? I don't know, but I've had my phone taken away, and I don't know when I'll get it back. What are you typing on now? The smart TV. 8-year-old. If I can guess what our basketball game score will be before the game starts, how much money will you give me? The exact score. $5. It'll be 0-0 because I said the score before it started. Hand it over. My daughter went to a Laser Quest birthday party yesterday. She said her username to a girl. I asked her why she didn't pick Bloodstone or Skull Crusher. She said, so every time I zapped a boy, they would know it was a girl that took them out. Proud dad. The price of 12 pieces of chalk at Target versus at a college bookstore. I think this might be one of the funniest Making my parents share their locations with me was an amazing idea. Mom, go fetch Dad. He's prowling the street. I like to prowl. I opened the door for a second, and he just scooted out. I'm going to get treats to see if I can come lure him back. I'm checking temperatures today at work, and this lady walks in. I check her temperature, and she says loudly, "You said my temperature 100 and what? Let me go home." She really left. It was only 96. Yo, please help. I was watching a schlapp video on my schlapp maxing. A man from jail called me today, and I accepted the call. I don't know why, but he was like, "I just dialed a random number. How's life on the outside? Need a math nerd to solve the following problem. I make my son a peanut butter sandwich. Rectangle, no crust. Let's say 5 inches by 4. I cut it diagonally into 2 triangles. However, he wants squares. If he weighs 55 pounds, how much force is needed to launch him into the sun? Me crushing the lesbian chalk in front of the lesbians at the lesbian factory. Cats will be like, "Meow," and every human in the vicinity will be like, "Yes ma'am, you're so right. You know everything. We love you." Drunk 9 a.m. coworker has upgraded to blasting cigarettes into the bathroom. Excited to see where this takes us. Their trajectory is possibly the most important in history. Today at work, a girl at my register was heatedly explaining to her mother that wearing a dinosaur costume to her school's Decades Day was, in fact, perfectly acceptable because her teachers did not specify any particular decades. The kids are alright. I don't get scared in haunted houses because I refuse to give former theater majors that much power over me. A lady at work today told me she drove a Maserati. I was like, "Dang, that's cool. Those are nice." And she was like, "Yeah, they're so underrated." Kinda caught me off guard. So when she left, I went to the window. I wonder if this lady knows she drives a Mazda. Still not over the fact that when I got my prosthetic legs, they were like, "Do you want to be taller?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they made me 2 inches taller. You wish you were me. Loving this new TikTok trend of 14-year-olds thinking 1998 was actually the 1800s. One time I was walking after I cried, and these kids on bikes passed me, and I heard one go, "It's an emo girl. Let's bark at her." And the other one said, "No, don't. She looks sad." Okay, I deleted that last post because it was dark, but my point on pretzel buns still stands. Just going off this sentence, I literally cannot imagine the content of the deleted post. You can tell someone grew up reading because they know how many words, and they pronounce them all wrong. They'll be like, "Yeah, I know what a Viscount is. I do have a good rapport with the team. We are the epitome of good performance." I told a kid who can't read, Jumbo Josh was behind her, and he immediately went for the zipper, frantically trying to get in. I have been crying laughing for an hour. My homeboy rents his car out to people on Turo, and somebody rented his Camaro from him for 4 days, right? They tinted his window, brought his shit back with tinted windows. Why? You realize you've misheard your daughter. There's actually a mobster under the bed. Ba bing, bada bing bing. I'm sleeping here. Turns on nightlight. Voice from under the bed. "Hey, Pally, what's the big idea?" The way Normal stands in this picture is literally the most thug gangster stuff. Like, holy hell, it's so cool. I was in Publix and saw this woman buying loads of eggs in front of me. She turned and looked at me and said, "I don't actually like eggs. My daughter's boyfriend cheated on her and I'm going to egg his car." Tonight, a 19-year-old in the bar very nicely asked me if I could give them a refund on a vodka Coke they bought because they realized they were too drunk and drinking it would be a bad idea. A move, both so ballsy and sincere. I couldn't possibly refuse. I thought in all US states you must be at least 21 to purchase alcohol. I am one of the dozens of people worldwide that live in a country that's not America. Summer 2003, my first class. I had a student bring her 5-year-old daughter to several of my classes. I was talking about sharks, and this little girl raises her hand, so I call on her. "Finding Nemo has a shark." "Yes, it does." Still one of my favorite classroom exchanges. "What is the weirdest thing you do regularly in the shower?" "Eat whole watermelons. Normally, you have to eat them with careful risk of becoming intertwined in their sticky juices. However, in the shower, you can chow down with reckless abandon like a swarm of locusts upon a bountiful harvest. There is nothing more liberating in this life or the next. My boyfriend was born and raised in Vegas, so when I visit his family, I get a vacation. But when he visits my family, he gets to sleep in my childhood bedroom in the woods of MA, where there's one restaurant. Quiet hours start at 8. And for fun, my mum suggests we go through this pile. Not to be a Halloween Scrooge, but I don't like that everyone uses stencils to carve their pumpkins now. Jack-o'-lanterns are supposed to be extremely unimpressive. You should have a vision vision in your head and then not be able to execute it. That's what Halloween is all about. Why does this texture pack have this dog? It kind of looks like Smile Dog, but if it was severely disappointed in your actions. To give you an idea of how boring the lives of people on Twitter are, there is currently a 2013 tweet from an account that hasn't been active since 2013 that is now blowing up because someone word searched a slur. They're investigating it. You literally looked up a reason to be mad. If you're a 15 to 19-year-old girl, I suggest you put all of your trust into that guy you like. It's time to learn a valuable lesson. Why would you do this to the girlies? Canon event, unfortunately. OMG, he smiled. It's so faint, but that's the most emotion he has shown yet. Not to burst your bubble, but that's a straight line. Minecraft's new frogs were briefly swallowing goats whole. It was better. With command blocks, they could swallow anything, even the player. If you had them do that, the instance would crash immediately, and you can never access that saved world again, since the player was removed. Holy sh*. Bitcoin down to 2.70 a pop. So glad I didn't buy in on that mess. Is this guy still alive? Alive, but dead inside. I was trying to take a cute winter photo and seen this. Psychiatrists, when a girl with blue hair walks in. This show has nailed it. Let's do something really scary. We could go to bed early and be alone with our thoughts. So it was my cousin's 3rd birthday, and instead of having a normal theme, she chose this. I asked my roommate why there was a frisbee in the dishwasher, and it turns out that for months he thought it was a side plate. If you could see my heart, what would you do? Take you to the hospital? How old is this footage? My late husband and his son are on the first shot, and he died in 2014. Hi Lucy Watson. Sorry to hear this. This footage was recorded last week. Oh, this is why airlines don't allow scissors in hand baggage. I took a photo on vacation. I also took a photo of an amazing landscape when I was on vacation last year. Where the hell am I? This is how I will homeschool my 15 kids. My 15 kids have been homeschooled in horse archery and heavy cavalry tactics, and will set your kids' cities to the torch. Saudi prince buys tickets for 80 of his hawks on a plane flight. I'm sickened, but curious. This picture defines how I use the internet. Bro, do you even live? Roses are black, violets are black. I'm blind. Blind people are going to find this offensive. I don't think blind people are going to find anything. Smack that butt from 8 feet away. It's been there for over an hour. I think he is living every pizza guy's fantasy. In 2006, a man hired a hitman to kill his wife. His wife ended up killing the hitman with her bare hands. There has been a glitch in the Matrix. Flattened pillow? Put it in the sun for 30 minutes. The sun will absorb moisture and plump up your pillow. Use this time to reflect on the poor decisions you've made. I got my phone taken away by a teacher. Got it back like this. Explore the ocean with Google Maps. This will really be useful for when Apple Maps drives you into the ocean. Alex was a Taco Bell fairy last night, leaving tacos outside random hotel rooms. No more fun facts. I want to hear a scary, unsettling fact about you. Before wearing my underwear, I microwave them so they're warm and toasty. This is like radiation, isn't it? This is the male equivalent of a Hello Kitty girl. The guy who Blueface shot in Las Vegas took a selfie in court. A selfie with someone you're sending to jail is crazy. I came home to my little sister staring at a photo of Mike from Breaking Bad. She says that she's studying for a chemistry test and that Mike is there to judge her if she goes on her phone. What celebrity has the worst wax figure made of them? I still hope Nikki sues them because what the hell? Homer and Marge scooting closer together in bed. Happy the Simpsons. I love your shirt. Where did you get it from? Blood replied to himself. What's the song that is usually used in cowboy duels and goes wah la 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 wah 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 ay wah? I don't like the person I become whenever I have to enter my username and password using a television remote. Boys will spend 9,000 on shoes but won't buy a moisturizer. Girls spend 10k on their purse but never pay on their date. Even that purse is gifted by someone. They are trying to pass a law for women ages 18 to 23 to be drafted. I literally can't. I have 5 cats to take care of and I have to work. These women are not spiritual. They just smoke, collect rocks, and hear voices in their head. Why would they delete this? It's true. If you're having a bad day, just remember that the airport in Salzburg, Austria, has a counter for people who flew to Austria instead of Australia. Last night a guy in a turtle costume grabbed the straw out of my drink, threw it on the floor, and said, "That's for my homies." Remember ladies, you're not ugly, you're just poor. Well, you may be ugly too. Barbers not messing around. What penalties would you like to see given to repeat graffiti offenders? They should have to clean their own mess. I'd like to see their hands cut off. We went to a haunted cornfield, and a girl in the group with us goes, "Is this real corn?" And when I said, "Yeah," she just ripped a cob off the stalk and stuck it in her purse. I saw a dust devil form right on top up with some unfortunate guy a few days ago, and it was funny. Don't worry, he's okay. He was laughing afterwards too. Asked a certain AI image generator to think of the Ryanair cabin of the future. Did not disappoint. Why does my arm shake and turn bright red? Why are you eating dirt? Do not watch the FNAF movie. In the front row. Dudes in 2040 be like, I don't understand why homeless people don't get a job or start a business. Anyway, my 15-minute lunch break is over. Better get back to the Amazon sorting floor before the old shock collar goes off and I get evicted from my sleeping pod. I annoyed my wife and she told me to call my other chick. So I hung up and called her right back and said, can I talk to personality 8 please? Because personality 3 is tripping. Human body. I can grow a fully formed human baby in 9 months. Functioning respiratory system. Eyeballs and everything. Cool. How long will it take for my twisted ankle to feel better? 7 years and it will never feel the same. So apparently when the cashier at Walmart asks you, why all the antifreeze? Well, saying it's fruit punch for the trick-or-treaters isn't the best answer, lols. A mirror this big. The price of mirrors was one of my most shocking adult discoveries. What is some rich stuff you do even though you're not rich? Not checking my bank balance, just tapping my card and hoping it works out. If Mario Kart was about pure driving, I would win every race, but unfortunately, my competitors insist on engaging in a great deal of unsportsmanlike behavior. This isn't about selling weapons, it's about global extermination. The feeling of seeing a CGI guinea pig saying these words is indescribable. Apparently Arthur can draw everything but ducks. Why does this McDonald's look like a containment unit full of evil spirits? I'm going to the 13 Ghosts McDonald's. Do you want anything? A village in France goes nuts with lines to disorientate drivers and prevent speeding. Imagine drunk driving here. You think you can hurt me? When I was 8, I found a cool rock at the beat. Yeah, I guess. Fuck this meme. I was worried that my hamster's nuts were unusually large, so I went to the animal hospital and paid 2,000 yen for the examination fee, but was diagnosed with a hamster with big nuts. My friend did not reply to her man for 2 weeks and told me that you gotta give them some time to miss you, and he's got a new girl. Yo, look at this bullshit my friend just sent me. Just got a 4-person bunk bed, meaning I could have all my friends sleep over, and there would still be room for 3. This is completely insane. I just lost custody of the kids. But court fit W or L, definitely a dub. I did not get a tattoo today. Here it isn't. My favorite genre of Twitter posts are just Japanese users messing up their meals. Some examples being, I should be able to just conquer women as war brides, and just claim the one I want. Society is so feminized that we all have to play this stupid game. Girls at a party ask to see my YouTube recommendations because it's a good test for red flags, and this was the first recommendation I had. What if Big Bird exploded in the Challenger disaster? My neighbor is giving candy to kids and tequila to adults, and I am here for it. When I use etc., it would take too long to list every example. I can't think of any more examples. After 4 attempts, roommate has given up on wrapping presents. To Evan from Hobo Santa, is there anything creepier than someone running with a giant smile on their face? Someone walking really slowly with a giant smile on their face. Someone whose knees bend in the rock direction, smiling as they slowly walk backwards while spiders pour out of their eyes for eating at your desk. It's pen lids, pen caps, but why would you graffiti the quadratic formula? Some thugs just want to watch the world learn. My friend's pants look like Jabba the Hutt. Super buses that will glide over traffic. This morning, I understood the logo of Windows. Just because it's a bad idea doesn't mean it's not going to be a good time. Some people read while they poop. I find entertainment elsewhere. New hairstyle just dropped. I know that thing smells crazy. This is without a doubt the most British photo in the world. Wrong. No, it's not. The 399-pound Taylor Swift pumpkin has not left my mind since I saw it this morning. Every girl has stood like this while talking to a friend that's headed out. It's amazing how my girl has 24-hour customer service. You up? Madonna is 61, dating a 25-year-old. She has officially passed Cougar and achieved saber-toothed tiger status. That's like a Super Saiyan for old women. I'm just full of surprises this week. I felt a great disturbance, as if a million 20-year-old men fell to their knees and screamed in agony. Prettiest woman I've seen in my life comes into my store today and buys a dog leash. I ask her what she's getting it for, because I'm stupid, and she goes, oh, it's for bad girls who don't behave. And brother, let me tell you, oh my god, dude, she was flirting with you. She was what? Lone resident of Nebraska town surprised when population doubles. Now this is a horror movie I would watch. That's a whole lot of paperwork. My boyfriend and I made a list of people we could do the deed with if we ever got the chance. He chose Margot Robbie, Charlize Theron, and Scarlett Johansson. I chose my daughter's biology. Bruh. Yikes. A fitness trainer trainer intentionally gained over 70 pounds to better understand the plight of his overweight clients, then lost it all again 6 months later. But you can't fully understand it if you don't have the emotional attachment to the food. So pointless, really. People too do ignorant, judgmental and unkind. Glad these kind of people are not in my world. No one chooses to be fat. Millie Bobby Brown is engaged. Drake just fell to his knees in Toys R Us. I love this video because cats give licks to show dominance and bunnies receive licks to show dominance. They both think they're in charge here. Was the only one out of the group still on the PS4, and then boys came through for me. I got the best friends in the world. From your boys, Jason, Micah, Ghost, D Smith, Lil J, P, 7, Sykes. It's always, I can't say brother, but you have an online family to lean on. Much love to you and yours. Keep your head and keep fighting. Knowledge. Frankenstein is the doctor, not the monster. Wisdom. Frankenstein is the monster. I wanted a cat. Wife wanted a cow. So we got this. Never too late for change. The Rock then and now. The funniest thing that's ever happened to me as a parent is once my 2-year-old was having a full-on meltdown and accidentally kicked an electronic toy dinosaur, and it went, "Can you feed me?" And my son, through a massive sob, goes, "No, I can't right now, dinosaur," and continued screaming. So I had a wedding in my calendar for this Saturday, and I was very stressed out because I didn't know whose it was, and I was afraid I was going to miss it. Then I realized that it was a part of my 20-year plan I set like 5 years ago. It's my wedding. I'm missing my wedding, pointing to the menu. And the tots, are they tated in-house? Missed the ice cream truck today because I was too proud to run, and for what? What honor did that bring me? She had an Amazon wish list in her bio asking for strangers to buy her candy. After that was found, she blocked me. Five Nights at Freddy's actor Matthew Lillard has been placed in a real springlock suit for the next 20 years as his body decays for his upcoming role in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. The Gulf of Mexico is literally on fire because a pipeline ruptured. Sorry, my bad guys. I used a plastic bag today. I've been dating this guy for 7 months, and today he asked me why I don't have a boyfriend. If your rent is over $2,500, you a soldier. I don't care how much money I got. I ain't going for it. Mine $3,700 with utilities. Just buy a house. The fuck? My girlfriend has been on this planet for over 20 years. What do you want from Panera? Chicken Caesar salad. What I always get. Chicken Caesar salad? Is that what it is? Really rubs me the wrong way when restaurants give out free meals to celebrities on their house, but can't walk outside and give a homeless person a hot drink or a snack. We've been so worried about my 95-year-old grandmother at a retirement home in New Orleans, and she called today to say they ran out of vodka, and could we ship her some? Do y'all say good talk when you say something and it gets ignored, or are you normal? I think a bunch of us are more like, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then, type of person. Periodically, think about this dish you could buy at the Olive Garden, which was just one comically large meatball on a bed of spaghetti, and it's like a parody of Americanized foods, but it was 100% real. I had a dream where my mom tried to give our Venus flytrap a spoonful of milk, and it immediately started hacking and coughing like an adult human man. The cat, asking the butcher for meat, passed away, and he made this to honor her. Hey, I think you dropped something. Yeah, my pants fell when you mentioned you were good at making pancakes. Oh wow, well, guess there goes my pickup line, but I think I can work with this. Task failed successfully. A hot dog is not a sandwich. The crowd murmurs in general agreement. In fact, it is a taco. The crowd forms into an angry mob as I am forcibly carried to the guillotine. People associate wearing glasses with being smart, but you have to fail a test to get them. Hell, they even let us look at the answers. An abandoned McDonald's on a remote Alaskan island still has the menu up with Bobby's World and Jurassic Park promos. I love how we announce the height and weight of our newborn children as if they're prize fish. McKinsley was caught straight from the woman, weighing 7 pounds and measuring 21 inches long. Out grocery shopping, I tried so hard to suppress a sneeze so I wouldn't get glares from people. I couldn't hold it, so I tried to internally sneeze, which caused me to fart, pee a little, and cough violently. People's faces went from glares to total concern for my life. What is a highly underrated advantage of being alone? Walking around naked, buying minimal groceries, no one drinking my leftover alcohol, yeah, and the rest. How can I get into someone's dream? I need to deliver a message. My wife and I announce when we're going to the bathroom, but it's more of a way of saying, I'm not watching the kids, so if they die in the next 4 minutes, it's all your fault. You're so strong. Thanks. I literally have no other choice. Who's forcing you to work out? I've just realized I misunderstood this post. It's great to relax in front of the big screen after spending the day looking at the medium-sized screen. Before I retire to bed to look at the smaller screen until I fall asleep. Somewhere in the world, there is a tree that sprouted the same day you were born and has been growing along with you. Me, 70, with dementia. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. I'm Pickle Rick. How long has he been like this? It's been 4 hours. Do you ever see your pet chilling peacefully and think, I need to invade this perfect angel's personal space immediately? It'd be like that. Don't fall asleep. I won't. I would rather stay up and talk to you. Babe, baby, hello? Sorry, I fell asleep. God creates a worm. Hello, little buddy. Worm. Thanks for the worm. Welcome. God creates birds. How my mom felt after naming me Emily instead of Emily. Forever grateful my parents didn't name me Hail Lay. Sometimes you just gotta be there for yourself. This vape room has toilets in it. IRS. Hey, time to do taxes. Guess how much you owe. I don't want to guess. Can you just tell me? Hello. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and jail. I do not know much about parenting, but one thing I've learned is that saying maybe to an 8-year-old is the same as making a blood oath. Y'all already know what the hell is going on. Hold up. I ain't worried about them cheese balls with milk. I never seen milk cap like that in my life. Nobody ever talks about what it's like to live behind the sign. Women will cheat in a relationship and then post, she was a bird. He wanted to cage her. Zoomers are pretty annoying online, but it won't be long until kids whose first memories are watching this stuff start posting. Mark Zuckerberg uploaded this to Facebook in 2006, and I still can't tell what it is. Gummy worm guy. Not all heroes wear capes. How did she put the makeup on her eye? I may be stupid. I'm not a teenager at all. I'm 32. I work so hard, man. It never gets better. Turn back now. Stop the clock. Save yourselves. Skibbity bob toilet, whatever the fuck you kids say. 10 hours of hotel AC unit white noise. My mother, who sadly passed away recently, was a hotel AC unit. This video makes me feel like she still is here with me. Thank you so much. Imagine designing a game specifically to train empathy out of people. Barry sobbed as he begged me not to fire him. I canned him anyway, over and over. Thor 5 is officially in development at Marvel Studios. How did Thor end up being the one to get 5 movies? New pictures of Beyonce and Jay-Z's new mansion. They bought this mansion for over 200 million. 200 million for an Amazon warehouse looking house. Guys, I'm dying. This is the best. Hi, this is Riley with PetSmart Grooming. I was just calling to confirm Walter's appointment at 3 p.m. for today. We also just wanted to know if you would maybe bring his cowboy hat, because we really want to see it. So thank you so much, and we hope to see you soon. Bye. Do I look like a clown to you? Do something silly for my 5-year-old. He sees it on the doorbell. He's obsessed with the funny videos of the awesome delivery men and women on social media. Thanks for all you do. If Bowser kidnapped my wife, I would not be saying, wahoo! No matter how fun the jump was. Drake is now the #1 hit away from tying Michael Jackson as the male soloist with the most one hits. Michael, wake up! Michael, please fight back. It is so cute when she leaves love notes for me. I'm on a Zoom call. Do not walk out naked. Currently looking for girls in prison to be my pen pal. This is the move. This is how I win. I can't wait to meet my wife. If a regular woman are not working for you, what on earth would make you think a convicted woman would? Went into Domino's and said, pizza pizza. They shot me in the chest with a rifle. The year is 2042. My electric car won't start because I used the wrong pronoun yesterday. No air conditioner in my 50-foot square yard apartment because I reached my monthly allotment of farts. But I think they are adding grub worms to my cricket paste. Genuine question for you guys. What do you think the future will be like in 2042? In terms of society and the way we live, I'm actually interested to know your thoughts. I think it's gonna be dystopian as fuck, and I think, yeah, it's gonna be like Cyberpunk. The realization that the Switch is 5 years old, and they're probably going to reveal the next console in a couple of years just hit me like a truck. I used to go into hospitals and switch the babies around. You can't do stuff like that anymore. Too many cameras. The free market produces the best possible outcomes. DOW chemical wild for this. God gave you one butt, and this is how you plan to treat it. Scott, why is Bonnie floating? Look at it. He's literally hovering in the poster. Bonnie does not abide by the rules of time, space, or physics. Butterflies scavenging dead fish, and you just thought they were all nectar, flowers, and sugary bits, didn't you? Well, screw all your world news. Look at this. Well, butterflies also drink blood from dead bodies, and sometimes even urine. Butterflies are so metal. My little sister was excited about wearing her mum's jeans to school, but was made fun of all day. Chad Levels and your friends. You're all pieces of shit. Tell your sister her fit icy as hell, and Chad probably wears jorts. When you have 2 small children at home, and you come back into the room to see this, it's like seeing the raptor cage torn open in Jurassic Park. The average adult in America spends $1,400 a month on non-essential items items. That's roughly 18k a year. If you were a good poor, you would cut your own hair and always pack a lunch of gruel you made at home before walking to your job at the factory. Then maybe you would be able to afford your insulin. They stole my laptop last night and they have sent me an email. Using my email, I have mixed emotions now. Bro, how's it? I know I stole your laptop yesterday and I needed the money as I have been struggling to make ends meet. I see you were busy with a research proposal and I have attached it, and if there are any other files that you need, please alert me before Monday at 12, since I have found a customer. Russian company wants to use hundreds of satellites to put giant advertising in the sky. Imagine you're on your perfect date. You hold hands, leaning close, look up at the stars, and there's a fucking gecko ad. Mums are doing makeup before giving birth for their social media followers. Grandma knitted a portal to hell. I'm beginning a collection of signs that give off an ominous horror energy. I'm at the clown motel. I'm at the cemetery. I'm at the combination clown motel and cemetery. God damn, that's a headline. French firefighters set themselves alight and start fighting against police. How the hell do we explain this pandemic picture to future generations? Use this trick to make teachers think you are studying while you're eating spaghetti. Finally, a gender identity that fits me. My gender is a dire warning. It's true. Was thinking about this great Chinese cab sign all day today. Please wear mask and use hand sanitizer. If not, you die. I die. Everybody die. What else is the government hiding from us? World's most secure Taco Bell. I'm not losing these. You are not going to believe this. Pen, made of recycling water bottles, casts a shadow of a water bottle. I see the word gaslight one more time and I might get off the internet forever. You're not even seeing it that much. It's all in your head. When did this haircut happen and why wasn't it stopped? Cool new feature for Apple users. The new iOS strongly implies the basketball emoji is made of human skin. I vividly remember being like 6 and having an actual breakdown where my mom told me I had to wear one of these. Did I ever show this text interaction with my grandmother? Oh my, he has a headache. Pull this silly prank on your friends. You, friend, exposed Americans slap their knees and laugh when they see similar pictures. There is a wobbly stone in my neighborhood that I always step on in hopes of it opening up a nearby secret door, even though I know the potential for sudden arrows, but so far, nothing has happened. This is what happens to the employees who die in their warehouses. Y'all ready for this Simpsons prophecy? Just chilling this fine morning with an ugly dog. I swear to God, he looks like he just saw a ghost. I saw the hottest girl of my life get yelled at by her boyfriend at a coffee shop, and now I've just been whittling for the past 7 hours, headed to Redfest. If I saw him while on stuff, I would scream and run like someone was trying to kill me. My cardiovascular capacity to chase is in the top 1.5% of 18-year-olds. Today, I made high heels that will keep my girlfriend's feet warm, no matter the weather conditions. I loved her to the point of invention. I bought my first temple in my 20s. This is what working 60-hour weeks can get you. We all have the same 24 hours a day. Y'all think bro pulled? This dude is explaining Twitch emotes at a party. They should install this kind of bridge in front of every McDonald's. I think about this tweet every single day. When I leave the Zoom call and my smile disappears, I do feel like a serial killer. These spiritual girls are so mean. Girl, are you selling drugs? No, you dumbass. It's crystals. My bad, OG. I think Among Us babies grow up into Halo guys. I've never felt so attacked in my entire life by a meme. Am I immediately good at this? No. Then, I've lost interest. None of you will ever be this funny. I made this Katy Perry doll in the mental hospital 2 years ago. I received this comically large pencil as a gift several years ago, and my first thought, understandably, was, what the hell am I meant to do with this? LinkedIn has stories now, not LinkedIn introducing stories. What am I supposed to film? Me begging for a job? I hate this app. A bite from a grizzly bear can crush a bowling ball. Good thing I've got bones and not bowling balls. Physicist says building giant walls in US may prevent tornadoes in Tornado Alley. Whispers, I don't know what that says. What do you mean? That is not a tornado. Just took my ADHD meds for the first time, and I will tell you how it's going in about an hour or so. The voices and music are gone. Randomly remembered that in 2012, I brought my 3DS to an Obama rally, and then attempted to take photos of him by putting my 3DS up to a pair of binoculars. Will you press the button? You can make extremely hilarious puns out of anything anyone says right after they say it, but every 5 puns you make causes a random person with within 100 meters to explode with confetti. I don't see a downside to this. Made myself a little snack. Bro is eating an Alaskan bullworm. The villains in films before the sad incident were like, my dog never misses an opportunity to eat. If people will do this over a television, what happens when food runs out? We start eating each other. I don't know. I don't know who needs to hear this, but my key to fluidity with my art is the fact that no limb is completely straight. For a moment, I could not figure out how to leave the bathroom. This option should be available everywhere. The alphabetized files at my ranger station led to some interesting mental pictures. Acid rain, canoeing, cave bear, ethics. I'm so glad I grew up with this and not this. This is what a guy's sleepover looks like. Dudes checking out girls on the computer, guys playing Xbox, and that one guy who's taken, and a dude who just feels like singing. Golden Lamborghini because the original one wasn't expensive enough. After being dumped by his girlfriend, the man sold the engagement ring and then bought a full suit of Halo armor. Halloween decorations in my neighborhood. This guy makes these by hand and puts them up every year. My brother went to Walmart for the Xbox One release, and apparently the guy in front of him paid for his all-in-ones. I don't have to stop, he will run. I don't have to run, he will stop. Found the girl of my dreams, Alberta. The pain ends here. This is a small piece about generational trauma and how trauma can carry over. Use the loopholes and become ungovernable. Abandoned pink house. It's rude to call something abandoned just because the occupants aren't human. What the actual hell? You heard me. I hate going to the kitchen and finding out I'm the only snack in the house. Boston accent ranked second most attractive in America. Survey says 1. Any other accent? Remember when this was the worst thing in the world? Good times. I guess the magnets I ordered are here. By women be juggling 5 men, but throwing up trying to ask a girl how her day was. My friend is a real life man-eater, but ask me if she should send. That sounds really weird. She should send hi or hey. I want these to surround me at all times. Me trying to impress the examiner by checking the blind spots on my driving test. Is this dude half owl? How's his neck turning like that? Can anyone explain the rationale for Jason Momoa's bodyguards? You gotta attack them first before you attack Jason, or they will heal him and cast Reflect. I miss when things were advertised in void deserts. You could sell anything in a void desert. Imagine having minions sent to kill you. You would hear, and then gunshots. New strangers to lovers idea just dropped. Apartment 203, you loud as hell. Apartment, say it to my face. Hashtag 203. If you're going to block a girl, you gotta block her in the middle of the night when she is sleeping and let her wake up to her new reality. One time, I set an alarm for 3 a.m. and I got remarkable results. I got selected for jury duty and will be wearing this shirt for the entirety of the trial. Do you have a single fact to back that up? I'm trying to enjoy my summer and be as unbothered as my dad. A baby will look you dead in the eyes and say, yeah, and be serious. Go. Who the hell are you talking to? I have a presentation to give today at a virtual conference. This is one of my slides. Hope those conference tickets are non-refundable. Guy who makes racist jokes all day. I'm the Joker. Guy who is about 3 bad days from becoming an actual killer. Good morning, chat. How are we doing today? Who the hell is Germa? So I'm taking a character design course, and why is this in the art book? Telling a group of people to draw a troll face by memory is the funniest thing, I swear. The results are always so... Here we have furry airline pilots chatting with each other from different planes. Is this even allowed? Do you RP? I'm not reading this, no. So, my clothing dye ate through my gloves, plus 3 spellcasting, plus 1 summoning. The tattoo makes it more demonic than undead. So now you're a necromancer. Beginner's guide. Guy in Plato's cave. Okay, but what if I owned one of these shadows on the wall? Diogenes holding up a monkey JPEG with no intrinsic value. Behold, an asset. What gender do you identify as? Male. Option 2. Woman. Other. Unexpected item in bagging area. Greenland. My neighbor is going crazy. Divorced. My little brother made this comic, and it's such a mood. Hello darkness, my old friend. I ain't your friend. I showed this video to my baby cousin, and he literally started to go crazy. Like, he lost it, and began destroying everything, for no reason. I've been screaming for 10 minutes. Facebook really is a different place. Best method for removing individuals. End them. I was talking about lashes. My Wi-Fi keeps cutting out every 10 minutes randomly, and I don't know what to do. I'm just walking around my house. I went in my parents' room, and they were just both laughing, because they've been turning it on and off, and hear me leaving my room each time. This old woman I'm cat-sitting for has her mugshot framed. What a boss. The neighbor's brother came home in a box, but he wanted to go, so maybe it was his fault. So my teacher tried to lighten the mood about the hurricane hurricane. Imagine this creature hurtling towards you at 500 miles per hour. Grandma fell asleep for the last time in the hospital bed. Something else woke up. What was it? Grandma 2.0. So-called free thinkers. When the doctor hits their knee with a little hammer. I'm babysitting and I accidentally texted the parents. The baby died. Instead of the baby monitor died. And I swear, I have never gotten a call so fast in my life. This is the male equivalent of a Hello Kitty girl. Inhale the beast. My little kitty cat has started taking an inhaler. My guinea pig needed ointment a while back. The worst part about learning even basic level Japanese is discovering every anime character's name is a god-awful pun. This baby shower looks lit. Don't invite me to the function unless this is the vibe. Using a hollowed out coffee pod as a mold. I've trapped Peanut Sonic in a resin prison. He's eternally silenced. Someone called Coachella the Influencer Olympics. I am crying. We will make a better world for our children. We will make a better world for our children. Screw you. Entitled Brats. Being a baby must be traumatizing at times. Imagine going to sleep in your house and then you wake up at Target. 2 million hits your account. What's your next move? Enter the bathroom and sit under the shower. Let the water wash poverty away for the final time. Men invented online gaming as an excuse to talk on the phone all night with other men. I'm going to drink a bottle of Dayquil and a bottle of Nightquil and see what happens. Keep you posted, guys. Hop tool. The translator did not know the English word necromancer, but they improvised, and honestly, this is better. We can ask for the zombie wrangler to wake up all the waxed corpses. Harassing people who owe you money is so broke. If you needed it right back, you shouldn't have lent it out. Just gotta take your L and move along. Imagine someone that owes you money calling you broke. My wife hates being embarrassed, so we surprised her at the airport. Welcome home from prison, mom. Learning that paprika is just dried and crushed red bell peppers was really shocking. Like, I don't know why I thought there was a paprika tree somewhere. When was oxygen discovered? Was discovered in 1772. Hospitals in 1771. Texel sheep are so fake. Absolutely a different animal, cramming itself onto a sheepskin. New piece cost a family, guy. I don't even know where to start. Wow, just wow. This was the best thing I've ever. Triple H looks like the default Nord in Skyrim. Imagine if regular people got traded like pro athletes. Your boss just tells you that you were traded to Burger King for pigs. Why do baby clothes have pockets when they have no money or goals? Me. Can I open a joint bank account? Banker. Okay. With who? I don't know. Like, anyone rich? I'm a PC. Functioned autonomously for over 800 years. I'm a Mac. Locked down remotely and has no replacement parts. Girls. I know, she's my best friend, but I still don't trust her. Boys after one day of friendship. What if instead of text posts, I just key smashed and let my phone autocorrect it? Gucci semicircle tuna, yes, Gucci longboarding. Sounds like a Nicki Minaj song. Cousin didn't clean his room. My uncle just uploaded this picture to Facebook for him. This is Stanley. He gets cold when we have to shave him, so we bought him a hoodie. This is Reggie. Whenever I say food, he makes this face. Some genius scratched the skirt off the bathroom sign. Accidentally vaped in front of my mum, but she only saw the smoke and goes, "What was that?" So I immediately said, "No way. You saw that too?" And now I have to spend the rest of my life pretending my house is haunted. I just cooked steak for the first time. What do you guys think? Please, that steak isn't even rare. It's unique. I overheard my 11-year-old daughter record her voicemail. "Hi, you've reached my voicemail. When you hear the beep, hang up and send me a text." This generation gets it. All my years of gaming have prepared me for this moment. I don't know what waits for me around the corner, but it doesn't look great. Why must we play God? Artistic representation of how the lemon was invented in the first place. Lol, McDonald's is starving. Now hiring. Free iPhone. My importance in their life. Just like white pencil is only important for artists. Your importance will be appreciated by the right person only. Guy Fridge. True. Yeah, I'm never drinking again. We would have been co-workers in every life. Look at this offers April Fool's joke. Brownies. Enjoy one. This one's actually good. So beautiful. A single father shows his son a cone. Like, you will talk about the GameCube dungeon picture, but I'm telling you that if you've ever been in a room like this in real life, it's a peaceful place where time does not pass, and the trifle of world affairs feels like but a dream of the past. I remember where I was the day the portal opened and they entered our world. Coco, the gorilla famous for knowing sign language, was asked where gorillas go after death. She responded by signing, "Comfortable hole, bye." I asked my friend what he was studying. He told me food engineering. I pictured something like this. At the local deli, what could have happened to make them put up that sign? Please refrain from discussing mathematics while waiting in the line. Golf without limits. Around City Hall, about 1,000 people are protesting. One One person is ice skating. Grandmas don't change. I'm 22, 6'6". Wait, 6... I don't... And my grandmother still buys me clothes I need to grow into. Please just... No, definitely not. The cowboy has failed us, but we can build a better cowboy. A cowman. God creating Lil Nas X. How is the caption more hilarious than the comic? I sent this photo to one of my friends, and all he did was reply with, "Are you naked?" And I was like, what? No. Who takes a bath naked? You gotta eat both for $1,000. Who are you calling? The waiter to put a curtain around my table. Because I'm about to eat those with my shirt off. I will show this image to my next therapist when they ask me what I think my problems are and how I would summarize them. Mental is hocus, health not pocus. Smoking dead orbs. How are you trying to act hard? Smoking on blueberry ice blast. I love when the hidden Mickeys are not as obvious. There's a hidden Mickey in your mailbox. You versus the mouse she told you not to worry about. Mouse A versus mouth old, young, obese, lean. Fuck this meme. They done messed up, giving me a Pegasus. When the guided meditation says to visualize yourself in a relaxing and safe space. I was clinically dead for 2 minutes when I was 21, and the entire time I was in some liminal plane being tormented by Big Boy from the Rugrats. The dinosaurs didn't rule the earth, they were just alive. Stop giving them credit for administrative skills they almost certainly did not have. Earlier today, while driving home, I saw 3 adults standing around a bald baby, drinking milk out of a 7-Eleven cup, and I have not been able to get it out of my head. This has been tormenting me all day. When I hang TVs, they stay hung, best in the city. This is great advertising. Often, it is misunderstood that the ankle is a knee with most animal legs, but I tried to draw out what would happen if I made the human foot into the bone base of another animal's foot. Cursed post. I don't like this. Me, staring at myself in the mirror after pretending I was a titan eating people while eating grapes. Most sane Attack on Titan fan. It's my 3rd day. Will I be fired? Would anyone like to come over for a milk party? A panel on the pool is being fixed. The sound of the drill drew in men from far and wide who were all watching raptly. Maybe the sirens weren't seductive mermaid singers. Rather, they just had power tools. Your quote has me thinking about my life. I can't cry about having too much on my plate if my goal was to eat. Thinking about me asking my dealer if I could go to the toilet before leaving, and his bathroom was like entirely mouse and cheese themed. What the hell? These are the only pictures I took. I'm about to go back just to see it again. The optimal known packing of 17 equal squares into a larger square, i.e. the arrangement which minimalizes the size of the large square. Math is beautiful. Math is elegant. So what is this? This is the new puppy at training today. We don't think the bulletproof vest fits just yet, but he is working so hard. I told my dad to get me a small, and if they were out, to get the next size up. Apparently all they had was a 3 times, and somewhere in my dad's mind, he thought this was okay. Should I call the police? I literally get embarrassed doing anything. I wear sunglasses when it's sunny, and I'm like, this is so humiliating. Walking downhill is so embarrassing. Like, ooh, look at me doing a little trot like a stupid horse. It would be so funny if the world operated like how people with social anxiety thinks it does. Like, what if you got on a bus and everyone was like, wow, look at that piece of crap loser. Get off the bus, you ugly loser. This Russian stadium did not meet FIFA's regulation on capacity, so they added 18,000 seats in the most terrifying way possible. Our physics teacher testing our boats in full clothes with his shoes on. Never going to a debate team meeting ever again. This kid started his argument with, riddle me this. I just remembered the time I went on a first date to London Zoo, and at the gate he asked if I would mind paying for my own ticket, which I said I would, at which point he pulled out a 2-for-1 voucher, so I paid for my ticket and he went in for free. Batman trying to get some sleep during the day. I collect all cell phones and iPads from the kids at night and keep them in my room. Last night, all of them set alarms to go off at various times throughout the night. I'm impressed with their ingenuity and team effort. They're all grounded. Me, having a bad day. My shirt, about to get stuck on the door handle. How old is your grandfather? Dead. Sorry. Armadillo and dog armor for the win. In 2019, I stole 7 Samsung Galaxy tablets and 3 PlayStation 4s from 3 of your stores for the very low price of $30. I will go on your ex's Instagram and comment, yikes, good luck, on their wedding pictures. The Thanksgiving I was 37, I was dating a 35-year-old guy, and my sister, who was 33, was dating the 25-year-old son of the guy I was dating. Part way through Thanksgiving, my dad got up up, went outside, and mowed my sister's yard to calm himself down. Remember when that guy made that documentary about himself eating 5,000 calories per day of McDonald's and not exercising at all, so he gained weight, and the world was like, ah, I see. McDonald's is the problem. Entry-level job opening, hiring recent college graduates, requirements, 3 years of experience, 6 Olympic gold medals, and superpowers. Just saw someone my age being extremely talented. Day ruined. I had a tiny blocked pore that nobody but me could possibly notice. But don't worry guys, I messed with it for 20 minutes, and now it's a massive welt of raw skin that everyone will definitely notice. I got this. Listening in on 14-year-olds on the train after school, and one of them just said, "Bro, you didn't even try fresh basil until you were like 12. You have no credibility in this conversation." And the rest of them started roaring, laughing. This almost perfectly encapsulates my deep disdain for modern color grading. This is my wife, as most of you don't know. I just got caught talking to plenty of women on Tinder. This is the face I made when my wife confronted me. I'm a lover. I think she meant loser. She pays for the house, my food, and my gas. Wow, this guy threw everything away. Good job, Brendan. Biggest idiot in any meme video I've fucking read. I just realized the first Cars movie and the first Thor movie have the same exact plot. I want an explanation. A man on the road to greatness ends up lost in a small desert town with seemingly no hope of getting back to the life he knows. Over time, he falls in love with someone there and learns to be humble. With this character development complete, he's able to return to his life, never forgetting the people in that desert town. My eldest sister had a boyfriend when she was in 5th grade, but we moved away, so they obviously couldn't see each other. Well, when she was in college, her friend introduced her to some guy, and it was her old boyfriend from 5th grade. After 2 days of catching up, she told him she wanted to marry him, and they've been married for 10 years and have 2 kids together. What? Dude, sell that to Disney. I got the pictures from my trip processed all nicely and accidentally put this screenshot in there. Shaggy and Scooby always running away side by side when fleeing in terror from a monster. Yeah, I'm not reading all of this. Great Dane, Shaggy is the fastest human alive. In conclusion, not surprised. Mum brought Five Guys home. I'm so excited. Clarification, Five Guys is a restaurant chain that specializes in gourmet burgers and fries. I'm not. You have 2 options when you're looking for an apartment in the French Quarter. I'll take haunted. I don't care. I will punch 10 ghosts. I will punch 50. I will punch every single ghost in this country. And when I die, I'll punch my own ghost. Slow down. 2 bald eagles in an air battle crash land at airport. Dude, these 2 eagles were fighting mid-air and got stuck. They crash landed at an airport and both survived. How hardcore is that? Look at their faces. I set my alarm for 4 AM this morning to capture York without the crowds. Here is a shot. I took down the shambles. Put cheese on a burger and it's gonna get 8. You ain't even have to get that deep, bruh. 10,000 likes and I will get one of these on my wall. It'll be a YouTube comment. It'll be the top comment of this video. Wait, is 10k too much? I don't know. Fuck it. I'll probably update this because I need to check how many likes I get. Kids' drawings in horror movies. Papa, mother, me. Are you a man? You're probably a creep. Men are creepy. Study confirmed. Looking through my old pictures, and why did my roommate used to sit like this? Had a long day from work. You walk into your bedroom and see this. What are you doing? Bro, I'm not in the mood. Can we do this later? A rare photo of the unexplained, taken January 22nd, 2009. Thank God Teletubbies was made after colored TVs. Never dine alone when you have a dog. I bet there's a couple of seconds on that medieval torture stretcher rack where it feels incredible. They can walk, they can walk, they can... Is Jamie Oliver going to cook his children? Dedicated to my 5 favorite ingredients. Going to the bathroom at a friend's house when I heard a sound. Who want me? Your borderline symptoms are very high. The psych ward. Food touches my hand in the sink. Me. Skeletons being captured, hung on a ceiling. The horrors of war. Why do children in vintage commercials look like they are about to kill you? So the sliding door has a couple of rainbow stickers on it, so you don't walk into it, but at 1:30 in the morning, people will be like, the film radiates comfort, and then this is the film. I can totally see how someone would confuse a very large sturgeon for a sea monster. Chill, I don't care if it's a surgeon or a doctor. I'm not getting in the water. English lop rabbits. Humans be like, hey, that animal is really cute. I like this one thing about that animal. Let's breed them until that cute trait makes it impossible for the animal to live a normal life. So apparently Stanford has a giant statue statue on campus of a sandworm. 4-year-old son said the word prototype. When I asked him what it meant, he said, "People are prototype," and I think I was too scared to ask what he meant. A house I pass on the way to work has this sculpture in its yard. It's about 8 feet tall. That's not creepy at all, Walmart. Humanoid electrical towers, Iceland. I can't be the only one who thinks these are creepy. What the hell? 40 alternatives to self-harm. Harm someone else. I was looking up Halloween costumes, and do you ever feel like a plastic bag? I would die for Yoshi. You will. This house in my neighborhood every year nails Halloween decorations. I actually propose that we take the green M&M's redesign in a completely new direction. The best part of my divorce, finally being able to put my rainforest cafe talking Tracy tree back in the living room where she rightfully belongs. This is so sad. Look what evolution has done. Why? Why did horses have to get big? They are still growing. The first horse was a human. A friend of mine voluntarily moved into an old jailhouse. This is his hallway through the apartment. His bedroom and all the other rooms are old jail cells. In 1996, Super Mario 64 manga suggests that a 1-up mushroom grows from the bodies of dead Marios, perpetuating the cycle of life and death. Just someone watching a little late-night television in an abandoned hospital. Yes, they are real macaroons for baby showers apparently. I've spent 25 years as a horror writer, and honestly, I'm not sure I've ever come up with something this disturbing. There is a mysterious jar of pickles that sits on the guardrail on this place. Every time the pickle jar falls, breaks, or disappears, it has been replaced. Nobody knows who the pickle jar replacer or replacers are, and the joke has been going strong for over 6 years. Me telling the undead kraken I just summoned how beautiful it is. When you die and see the guy you shouted, "See you in hell," at in traffic 40 years ago. There's this place where I live, and it's got a banana museum, but it's just that lonely banana. That's the whole museum. Baymax is less cute when your kid's half-deflated balloon floats silently around the house like a ghost. This is my favorite tweet of all time. I'm going to jump out a window. This is what happens to 90% of dinosaurs, by the way. The skull. How aliens would reconstruct the animal. The chances of being killed by Barney are low, but never zero. If I saw him while alone, I would scream and run like someone was trying to kill me. My cardiovascular capacity to chase is in the top 1.5% of 18-year-olds. A PSA about blobfish. On a related note, their real name is Psychrolutes. The name blobfish is akin to if an alien were to name us blobmen after what we looked like after exploding in the vacuum of space and then started sharing pictures of our corpses. Let's stop that. If aliens ever come to Earth and ask us what we use our technology for, they're going to blow up our planet. How can anyone's head be this color? I'm not sure how comfortable I would be sitting across from that active volcano. A man claiming to be a time traveler showed us this image in which he claims was taken in the year 5000 and shows Los Angeles underwater, the Demogorgon. If I see this on Halloween, I'm letting that chopper sing. Character idea, a necromancer that doesn't know anatomy very well, so all their skeleton constructs are like those bad Halloween skeletons that don't make any sense. Hey, this is the 3rd floor of the building I work in, and there's a horse in here. Things to do if you are a shapeshifter. Get into a place that horses shouldn't be able to get into. Turn into a horse. I went to an art gallery for the first time yesterday, and there was a long monkey on the floor, and now I feel cursed. Imagine walking into an art gallery for the first time in your life, and then seeing this. What a stupid creature. Upon talking with my peers, I have decided to retract this statement. Schnoz, as everyone calls them, is just chilling, and it was rude of me to say such things. My apologies. John Sato examines new formations with disappointment. When I say I pass by a hot dog statue every day on my way to school, I mean it. I don't know which horror movie they are watching, but it must be the greatest one in existence. This was considered comically obese in 2002. My first time cooking steak, how did I do? I ran out of milk for the mashed potatoes and used vitamin water. An Austrian man named Adam Rayner, who was the only person in medical history to have been classified as a dwarf and a giant during his time. The more you look at this picture, the more anxious it becomes. This is just a normal Waffle House. There is a handprint on the door. Bro said he knew a spot. Man lost his thumb, so he replaced it with his big toe. Imagine getting a wet willy from that monstrosity. Why is helping someone hide a body the standard for a true friendship? Look, if you're in trouble, I will lie to the cops for you. I'll dispose of evidence, whatever. But please, I am begging you, do not make me dig a hole. It sounds so hard. A wife printed the face of her husband's newly discovered lover, glued it to a watermelon, and put it in the fridge. This one deserves the Oscar for special effects and makeup. The husband is hospitalized after suffering a a heart attack. Close up of the rare golden langur. Researchers have said that this species works hard to avoid human interaction. If you were in the middle, are you going up or downstairs? Up. The reason I would go up is to drag that motherfucker down, and then I'll fall on the other guy, and then I'll gaslight them into thinking he was attacking him, and then they'll kill each other, and then I'll leave. Boom. If somebody stops me to ask for directions, I give them directions to my house. See you in 20 minutes. New best friend. Mystery as 20,000 pounds of cheese is stolen in Wisconsin. Life hack. Save time by crying about two things at the same time. I never thought about it before. You know that famous picture of a bunch of construction workers sitting on a girder way up in the sky and having lunch? Well, here's the photographer who took that picture. If you're sad and lonely, just remember there are billions of cells in your body and they all give a damn about you. Meet my family. Behold the most disgustingly aggressive display of Americanness. Pepper jack cheese, shower time. Aliens invade Earth tomorrow. They ask to meet with one representation for mankind, but not someone in the government. Who are we sending? Send me. I'll make sure they wipe us out. No one is prepared for the New Zealand airport. I need to get out of Texas. This December, hope lies in rebellion. Mickey Mouse advocates for the violent overthrow of governmental institutions. This December, kids are legit the creepiest. I was putting my youngest to bed and they were like, I can't wait for all of my friends to get here. I was like, what friends? And they go, you know, the ones with white hair that float around. I got in an elevator and this dog was just alone in it. They took decorating for Halloween to a whole new level. There's a bag with $5 million in this basement. Are you walking down the steps to grab it? No. Gravity is creepy when you realize you're not walking around on a surface, but getting pulled into a burning core of magma. At least something in my life wants to pull me closer instead of pushing me far away. Family argument prompts teenager to dig underground home. Canon put AI cameras in its Chinese offices that only let smiling workers inside. When I was 5, I pushed a 3-year-old boy in a 5-foot adult pool, and the lifeguard rescued him, and his mom didn't get angry at me. She just got angry at some random kid. My parents are asleep. Quickly reblog this post with skeletons saying bad words. Tax evasion. Brian animates insects with human skeletons. I don't know why Brian did this. Brian, this is really strange. Pretend this picture is gore and not safe for work. I've been getting tired of this account anyway, so I'm going to play along and block. Anyway, when you're waiting for your friends in a different time zone to get online. Too much body positivity on my feed. Humans are disgusting. Skin is gross. We have so many holes. There is a skeleton inside of us. Uncomfortable just seeing one of us in public. If the skeleton is always wet and always around 98 degrees for years and years straight, we're kind of making very slow cooked bone broth of ourselves. A college student thought there was a ghost in her room, but it was a 30-year-old man hiding inside of her closet and wearing her clothes. I don't know how to dirty talk. I just start belittling you. I stop bringing up old stuff. Like for real, how did you get with my auntie? Oh, okay. I think we should end this conversation right here. Sorry. My dying wish is that I have a Shrek headstone so that he is always protecting my swamp. There is no such thing as a giant flamingo crab. Can't hurt you. Giant flamingo crab. Take your smileys from normal to unsettling in just one easy step by putting just a little too much effort into the eyes. Moisturize me. Raccoons are riding wild hogs into battle against the possums. I guarantee you the media will be completely silent about it. Her eyeshadow. I thought she was possessed. My physics teacher keeps using this sticker. Why? No. Twitter updated. No. At least try to be interesting. Kind of it's why it says mildly idiot. Type like a human. Bark like a dog. You're below me, moron. This insult would have done numbers on Tumblr. Me. Hits spider's web down with broom. Spider. Wow. Me. Puts up fake spider web decorations for Halloween. Wow. Paul Rudd. Last night. Paul Rudd. 26 years ago. I've aged more in the time it's taken me to compose this tweet than Paul Rudd has since 1996. Y'all ever just in the mood to mutilate a JPEG? I got one of the best pictures I've ever made out of that urge. The vibe is absolutely atrocious at this Walgreens break room. My toes are wiggling. Why would... They're all looking at me, bro. What the hell? Actor known for playing Bozo the Clown dies at 89. A lot of you lost a role model today, and for that, I am sorry. Girls who smoke cigarettes they find on the sidewalk versus girls who vape. Opossums always look like they just walked in on you having a really bad time and will come back later. What have you never done? Murdered 8 people? Story time? So, I was sitting at home and not murdering people. Me when my little brother calls me a doo-doo head. Why are minors so bent on being pieces of shit with no consequences? When you greet the customer and all you get back is that mobile order stare. I love r/male living space. It's great. There is a spider that turns into a wheel and cartwheels away when it is in danger. Thomas had teased Gordon about the time he slid into a ditch. Then, Thomas fell down on the mine. Serves you right, you little bitch. The funniest thing about identifying the Zodiac killer is apparently some guy knew it was him and was just like hanging out with him. Damn boy, it's hot as hell out here. Someone bring me some lemonade. My favorite thing about the skeleton meme is we've all collectively decided on a speech pattern for them without realizing it. Lemonade's the best. My therapist said that money may not buy you happiness, but it does buy you a better quality of misery. I felt that. What's inside the Las Vegas sphere? Imagine hacking this thing and meat spinning everyone. People who make their hot chocolate with water will be going to hell. This horrid abomination perverting this otherwise beautiful view of Moraine Lake. This is how I feel when I click on a story someone posted 20 seconds ago. Me immediately regretting the decision to sit outside at a restaurant. Joe Smith dips a croissant in ketchup 4,000 miles away. French people. Trail cam footage of Nicolas Cage. Cigarette night. Disneyland. 1984. Go to gendered bathrooms and replace the signs with two random things like a fish and a sandal, and watch as people puzzle out which one is manlier. It's not vandalism if it's an art project. If you write down the results and properly format the paper, it even counts as science. When I'm older and my kid needs me to sign for something in school, I'm just going to write Dad in really bad handwriting, so it seems like my kid forged my signature, and the teacher calls to tell me, and I'm just, yes, no, it is I, Dad. I posted this when I accidentally took too much medication. Screw you guys. This is a geoduck. It is an actual animal. It lives for 160 years. Y'all meet Scream Big Cousin, Holla. Whoever invented marriage was creepy as hell. Like, I love you so much, I'm going to get the government involved so you can't leave. What's a place that seems fine during the day, but gets creepy at night? Any place that's usually filled with people is creepy when it's empty. Malls, hospitals, schools, churches, your mom. My favorite genre of alien pictures is little grey aliens just naked in the woods. Like, why are you here? You have a spaceship. Why did you come down to Earth to stand in the woods and look at us with no clothes? In 1902, a volcano eruption killed 35,000 people in the town, except one man who survived because he was the worst prisoner and lived in a solitary confinement cell. I keep screaming, God won't answer. What Beavis and Butthead would look like in real life. It's already tonight. What's next? Tomorrow? Screw this. Someone at some point has probably thought about killing you. I just found out that people who suffer from anxiety tend to rewatch the same TV shows all over again because we already know what's going to happen next. Therefore, it creates a sense of safety or comfort, and that's the reason why we keep rewatching them. Most people reach peak for being miserable around age 47. Studies suggest it's been 2 weeks and he still does this every midnight. Other weird stuff has been happening too. I've been recording myself sleeping and it picks up this weird static electricity every night at 3 a.m. It lasts about 5 minutes. This morning, I woke up to the whole house shaking. Felt like a small earthquake. A team at Stanford University has reversed memory loss in elderly mice by flooding their brains with spinal fluid from younger animals. My favorite thing about Thomas the Tank Engine is that it canonically takes place in a train post-apocalypse where the island of Sodor is the only safe place in a dystopia in which steam trains are routinely killed and their body parts are sold or cannibalized for repair. The entire right side of this wedding picture is making me cringe. What are your wedding colors? Oh, red and douchebag. Piercing the digital veil. Creepy AI technology can generate photorealistic faces from extremely pixelated images. Text a girl, hey beautiful, and trust me, you could make her whole day. Hey beautiful, go away you creep. Like, I'm honestly going to report you to the police. Stalker. I bought like a dark, messed up version of chocolate milk. Just a glimpse into my dark reality. A full stare into my twisted personality would make most simply go insane. Me and the friends out on the town. I'm the person on the right, sitting down because my feet hurt and my shoes are uncomfortable. Open this thread if you're on drugs. I'm sorry, but why can't everyone dry swallow pills? Do you also have to gulp water before you eat? Are you still a baby incapable of consuming solids? Grow up. Shut up. I don't know why I can't. I don't even think that's not healthy. A Kentucky tattoo shop is offering to cover up hate and gang symbols for free. Which one is the hate symbol? My little sister and her friend said they were going as horses for Halloween, and I thought they meant that they were going to wear like a tail or whatever. And then I get this picture. Who has that picture of SpongeBob where he's laying in bed and his eyes are stretched out like this. My wife forgot to leave me the car seat so I can take our son out to the babysitter's house. This is the picture I sent when she asked how I was going to get him there. I turned off my phone for the next 4 hours. Australia is the home to so many creepy birds. Hunts you down on the back of a cassowary. I just googled this. What is this? It's like an Australian turkey. Can you eat it? Why does its beak open so wide? Its neck skin is so gross. They're like 6 foot tall. You don't eat them. You run away from them in terror. My woman in beekeeping Facebook group is going to a dark place I did not expect. How does everyone kill their queens? Occasionally, there will be a poorly one, and it's necessary. I feel emotionally bad about it. How bad is it to just drive her somewhere and release her into the woods? I know she doesn't have a chance, but maybe she could enjoy the outdoors in her last hours. And then, I'm not directly responsible for her demise. I'm overthinking this. Frieza, maybe? I am in the same boat. Lol. I hate to kill her, but she sucks. Is a brutal line. Help. How do you make spaghetti? You will read this last. You will read... Yeah, I already messed up this meme. I want to record an audiobook that's 8 hours of breathing and page turning. Then just... Oh, you mean out loud when you notice there is a hair on your screen. So I was volunteering as a face painter, and instead of getting a butterfly or a flower, this little girl wanted to be the devil. She cheated on me. I never left immediately. I made sure I've impregnated her, named my son, gave her a good life for 1 year. Then, when I found someone better, I left her, reminding her that I can't marry a cheater. She's now a single mother. You can get custom M&Ms, put a Skittle logo, and hand them out on Halloween. My sister had a DSi, and I once took it and recorded myself swearing, then used the sound mixing to make it sound like her. Showed it to my mum and watched my sister get yelled at and punished. It's inaccurate plastic animal skeleton season again. Happy Christmas, everyone. Anyone else get a rocktopus or just me? This was this year's stocking stuffers. When I turned 9, I realized I could sneak downstairs after everyone was asleep and eat anything I wanted in the fridge, and no one would ever notice. I could make a peanut butter sandwich. There's a hiccup. Why am I getting this when recording? Creeping down was the hardest part. I had to navigate the pitch. Yeah, I could not do this as a kid. I used to be terrified of the dark. Doing my lunch duty, and 2 year 7s have just rolled out a picnic blanket, sat down, got out 2 actual mugs, filled them with tea from a flask, and got a pack of biscuits out. Incredible. I once caught a year 7 having a cigarette and a can of Foster's at lunchtime. Our catchment areas may differ slightly. Spiders don't have muscles in their legs. They move using a hydraulic system powered by their blood pressure. When they die, their legs curl up because the blood pressure is gone. A dating service where matching is based on people's search history. You're a killer and you go on a date with a writer. Serial killer. Metaphorically, if you were to kill someone, how would you do it? Writer. Air shot between the toes. It'll look like a heart attack. Oh, okay. How long would it take to die if you were to potentially stab someone in the guts? Anywhere from 2 to 30 minutes. Writer. Already bringing a ring out. Shaking. Thanks. Hate the look of a helmet, but still want to be safe. For a limited time, you can have your whole head printed on your helmet. So my pee is purple now. Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but well, let's just say my pee is freaking purple now. Weirdly, they definitely drank a purple drink. I don't know why they said the last part either. The largest cave in the world, Han Song Dung, is in Vietnam. It is over 200 meters high and has its own climate, jungles, rivers, and clouds inside. 10,000 likes and I won't go here for a video. There's no Wi-Fi. TikTok people, when they go out in the world and see cool and weird looking people that don't fall in love with the heavily sanitized, conventionally attractive people, perfectly manicured marketable version of weird, they've been algorithmically spoon-fed at a mind-melting rate. Every year, our aunt in Maine sends us little handmade chocolate lobsters. Oh, that's my phone. Let's check the notification. And it's YouTube. Let's read the comment. Way Lob Gibson Gaming commented, I'm not sure that's a fidget spinner. Thanks. Describe yourself in a Pixar quote. I'll kidnap 1,000 children. Reminder of one of the darkest moments in history. Remember the Pixar lamp? This is him now. Feel old yet? The guy at 415 looks like Mr. Incredible's boss. I blame Disney for the reason our generation grew up to be so savage. I don't want to talk about it. Good. We don't want to hear about it. They are all real. This is traumatizing. I'm telling my kids this was Gordon Ramsay. My, how the tables have turned. Disney characters randomly in between the movie for no reason. McQueen, better stay away from me. Oh shit. Baboon, unintentionally recreate iconic scene from The Lion King. I forbid you from taking another step down these stairs. It's almost like Cinderella 3 is better than the original, and this is one of the reasons why. How fast my moods change. What? Okay, fine. I'm cool. I'm fine. Mulan has the highest kill count of any Disney character, including villains. She was also the first Disney princess to be shown killing people on screen. screen. My dentist has a weird sense of humor. School, freshman year versus senior year. If you yell, "Andy's coming," in front of the Toy Story characters at Disney, they will stop what they're doing and drop. This is still one of the best photos of all time. Have you ever gotten so excited you decapitated yourself? Merciful God Woody stares at us with his silent but watchful gaze. What even is that? Welcome to Jurassic Park, Monsters University versus Monsters Inc. I hated this bitch. We ordered the Goofy Movie cartoon-style pizza. Hakuna Matata was an elaborate ploy from Timon and Pumbaa to get Simba to eat bugs instead of them. Monsters Inc. Goofy is literally the most terrifying character design to have ever been in a Final Fantasy game. Fiona, if the MCU was in charge of her character design, please let me in. No, is this Frozen? Don't let them in. I just found out my dad isn't really my dad. Your dad, the goose? That must have been quite a shock. She's the perfect combination of extremely judgmental and supportive. I will stay in the hall. I will stay in the... Now I am going down the hall. It is dark in the hall. My academic career. Lock me in a castle and call me Bella, because all I want is a massive in-home library and dishes that wash themselves. Y'all remember Disney XD? What was that? I used to think this was Disney, but for people who could skateboard. Same, and I actually don't know why. This is weird. My daughter gets so pumped watching Disney movies. She loves that they all have singing, dancing, and a part where the parents die, with the bear still at large. In Magic Kingdom, Disney attempts to send in a negotiator. Recently, Disney executives heard about Dolan and Gooby and immediately decided to jump on the bandwagon. These were taken at Disney World last week. It looks like Lightning McQueen paved this road. Pretty sure this chick's account is Frozen, the saddest untold story within Beauty and the Beast. Someone probably got turned into a toilet. This is how relationships be nowadays. Pretty girls with goofy guy. My beauty tricks. Ah yes, the flawless Mike Wazowski look. Just what I've wanted. I do be texting back with a lot of ha 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 for someone who's having a ha hard time. In Hercules, the cape attached to Hercules' armor is actually the shawl that is given to him by his adoptive mother. I get road rage walking behind people. The best fight. What baby is winning this fight, Stewie? I went to the island that inspired Te-Fiti this week. Look how beautiful. The rewards of being loved. The mortifying ordeal of being known. Pippa, here to remind you that it might be scary to face your fears, but in the end, it's all worth it. Can we talk about why Tarzan doesn't have facial hair? My parents took my 4-year-old niece to Disney World this week, and they were afraid he was going to get bored of all the princesses. In case you didn't know, over 1 million bubbles were drawn for the 1989 film, The Little Mermaid. That is awful. I personally think Cinderella should have lived a happy life with all of her animal friends, rather than settle for a man who had her try on a shoe because he did not recognize her without makeup. Nothing hit you as hard when all of Tigger's friends dressed up as Tigger because he never found his family. Underrated words from an underrated movie. Just because the past is painful doesn't mean the future will be. My daughter used markers to put makeup on her dolls. I tried to wash them. Cinderella had an especially rough night. Wrong door. This is my favorite thing on the internet. Who's winning in a fight? Lilo was throwing hands within 5 minutes of her character introduction. There is no way. In Zootopia, there are wolves, but no dogs. This is because there were no humans to domesticate and breed them. Please tell me this was on purpose. Yeah, I don't know. In Kung Fu Panda, Po is the dragon warrior because unlike Tai Lung and Tigress, he worked customer service and won't become tyrannical with power. When I stop talking and realize my therapist hasn't said anything in a while, you sly dog, you had me monologuing. Oh my god, I love your hair. I love your dress. Oh thank you. Oh thank you. Can we all appreciate that Judy found one of her most powerful allies through honest positivity and socialization with another girl? You left us in the hands of him. No offense. I love this movie. Legitimately one of my favorite animated movies. It kills me that it's not getting a sequel. It deserves one. Rapunzel, let down your... This was never in the movie. I am still angry. In The Incredibles 2004, Frozone isn't using a pet name in the line. Honey, where is my supersuit? It's his wife's first name. Say hello to Honey for me. Bro, this part was hilarious. This old couple came to meet Mulan and dressed up like Mulan and Shen. This is the kind of love I want. You guys like Cinderella's new makeover? I like her hat. There's a snake in my glass slipper. Is it just me, or is this one of the most relatable animated movie scenes ever made? I can't believe you don't want to go to your own son's graduation. It's not a graduation. He's moving from the 4th grade to the 5th grade. It's a ceremony. me. It's psychotic. They keep creating new ways to celebrate mediocrity. To this day, the most unrealistic thing Disney ever did was portray Zeus as a loving family man. I refuse to get married unless I'm proposed with the ring in this box. People in the movie, based on a true story. Picture of the actual person in the end credits. I don't want to survive. I want to live. You have no idea how much this statement means to me. You will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Mentally, I'm in the giant pit of stuffed animals at a Disney store. I can't stop thinking about Updog. What's Updog? Him. I'm furious. Do you ever just feel like this guy? But I love sports. Dodgeball was the best. I was the fastest one out there. Of course, I was the ball. This kid looks like he didn't just hear the greatest joke of all time, when in fact, he did. I don't have a skull or bones. Whoever wrote this character was high as hell. Fun fact, this was Josh Gad's improvising. He apparently improvised most of his lines, which left the animators with the task of animating whatever Josh Gad's heart desired. This just makes Olaf that amount better. Do y'all remember when Aladdin found the Infinity Gauntlet before Thanos? Pixar CEO. Remember guys, we work as a team. There is no I in Pixar. Yes, there is. No, there isn't. Writes the word Pixar on a piece of paper and hands it to the CEO. Oh my, yeah. Murder it with a lamp. Go to your local Disneyland and grab one for your boo. She said your local Disneyland, like it's around the corner. This would be cool to have for a golf cart. When you've already decided you're going to call in sick tomorrow and everyone says, see you tomorrow, as you're walking out the school. It looks awful. That's because it's on you, duh. Apply cold water to burned area. Okay, but can someone explain why someone would need that many control panel windows open in Windows XP? This comment made me feel old. When you missed the last step on the stairs. Can we just remember that the animators drew Snow White frame by frame? Someone drew that intentionally. How does Rapunzel have the most hair and wakes up perfectly? These are 3 different characters. Forky is a character who is convinced he's trash and keeps trying to throw himself away, but his friends do their best to convince him he is worthy of love. So I finally feel represented in a Disney movie. This scene is the best. Anna, Elsa, Sven, Samantha? I don't even know a Samantha. I've had to wait 12 years to finally get a sequel. 12 years? I had to wait 13. Only 13. I had to wait 14. You guys got a sequel? I laughed at this scene as a child, but this is literally how I deal with my life now. Owning a cat is hearing things crash during the night and deciding it's a problem for tomorrow you. Why ship the problematic Joker and Harley Quinn when Jack Skellington and Sally are out there being the cutest, spooky couple? I appreciate that Disney had a niche history nerd arc in the early 2000s. You just disappeared. Sorry, if I do that in scaring class, I'll be a joke. No, it's totally great. You got to use it. Really? Yeah, but lose those glasses. They give it away. Well, that was one of the quickest character developments I've ever seen. Are you seriously telling me that all the villainous squinting and peering is because he's meant to be wearing glasses? Jesse, listen to me. Remember your training. But I didn't have any training. This is basically what it's like to be an adult. Authority should derive from the consent of the governed, not from the threat of force. Barbie spitting relevant shit. She wasn't president for nothing. This was in the bath bomb. Mike Wazowski was inside the bath bomb. Put that thing back where it came from. Also help me. I made this joke in the Discord chat, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm wheezing. Maybe you'll meet someone special. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have puppies. Maybe you won't. Life advice from Jiminy Cricket. Disney should have never cancelled House of Mouse. Boo's real name is Mary. As shown briefly on one of the crayon drawings she shows to Sully in the scene where Boo is going to sleep on Sully's bed. The actress who provided the voice of Boo is Mary Gibbs. Damn Pixar. Do you guys ever sleep? Pixar accidentally deleting 90% of Toy Story 2. Animator who has backups on her home computer. Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger. The word I'm searching for, I can't say, because there's preschool toys present. This was my favorite line in the movie. This did not just happen. Ellie is awesome. I mean, look at this picture. She gets married and doesn't even change out of her dress. She saws wood in her wedding dress. They don't have a honeymoon. They build their dream house together. Admit it, you fell in love with this magnificent, shiny thing the moment he began to sing. No, I did not. This is an award-winning studio. So, I'm in the middle of cleaning my room, which is why this looks a mess. And my sister is playing with my toys. I hear her say, "We just love new toys," in a really menacing voice, and I turn around to see this. yes, my brain to the name of the person that just introduced themselves to me. It is the month we've all been waiting for. My stupid self has been saying, "D Lion, when you turn 18 and start life for real. This ride only stops in an emergency. Crying is not an emergency." They all dream to be like Elastic Girl, mum with a great body, but I dream to be like Edma Mode, millionaire aunt with style. My sister paid to get a cake made like the Happy-Go-Lucky Cup pot from Beauty and the Beast, and they look like they're ready to punch me. Barbie, wait, don't do this. She's a Barbie doll, Ken. There's 100 million just like her. Not to me, there's not. Ken's got game. Brave cosplay. She even has the horse. I'm laughing because of the name. Horses or nothing. In Frozen, the ice in Olaf's drink is shaped the same as his body. Head, torso, butt, feet. So he's drinking himself. When the food is so good that you burn your tongue while eating it, and now you cannot taste any of it for the rest of the meal. The many infamous faces of Kovu. That moment when you remember how weirdly, why are these people attracted to lions? This is too good. Rest in peace, the absolute legend and superstar, Dame Angela Lansbury. You were the hero of so many childhood memories. Your pioneering work and outstanding talent will always be remembered and treasured. When you set an alarm for 6, but also these alarms. I cannot stop laughing. Disney CEO reportedly exhausted and overwhelmed after multiple box office flops. I'm not joking when I say this is quite literally the worst thing I've ever seen in my life put to film. These are the same moments in the Lion King story. The moment Simba notices the stampede. My friend was falling off my bed and she was like, "Help me back up." And I looked her dead in the eye and whispered, "Long live the king," and pushed her off the bed. This is how a tiebreaker in an election should be decided. Someone had to do it. Tadashi looks so offended. Like, I see the swear jar will be receiving a great offering this night. They better put Big Chungus in the new Space Jam movie. Holy, they actually did it. I'm calling the cops. Disney, remember Phil? It's a cartoon about a man raised by gorillas. Nothing too crazy. Phil, booby traps? Sure, I would easily fall into a trap if I saw boobs. Despite being interviewed individually, all 4 gave the exact same response. Imagine if these 3 got into an argument. Benson is winning. Guess what? Bruno made his first 2D animated debut in Hercules, way before Encanto came out. Disney ain't produced a single raw character since 2003. Nah, bro's been living with Patrick the Star for the last 20 years, because ain't no way. Robert Williams' daughter gets Genie in Viral. Which Disney character are you, Filter? Wow, they didn't even use a real Rancor. Disney has ruined Star Wars. You guys, I'm in Disney World, and this afternoon, my blood sugar dropped so low. I got separated from my family and somehow bought an ice cream, then blacked out and woke up on a bench with chocolate sauce all over my arms and Mickey Mouse putting a cold towel on my head. This truly is a magical place. Once again, my plans have been foiled. Disney's experimental era had something amazing going on with their antagonists, because we wanted to see these guys be redeemed. We knew they could do better. My 3 moods. Pixar mum, I give inspirational speeches to the main character that helps them on their journey and also have a big butt. Disney mum, I'm dead. My husband made a Beauty and the Beast themed dinner for my birthday. I blame Disney for my taste in women. Mum's wondering where all the shampoo went. 7-year-olds making potions in the tub. Thank God it's the weekend. Me, Saturday and Sunday. Go, confront the problem, fight, win. I need an Edna life coach. Edna is a shining example of all kinds of useful things. Hey, just saying, but Rapunzel looks absolutely wonderful in all her different animation styles. Halloween on the Disney Channel used to hit different in the early 2000s. Also be looking like she's going to engage in a rap battle or something. Yo, 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 let it go. I hope that one day Disney remembers that they have Brother Bear and gets a live action. My kids made this lamp for my birthday. This thing would kick the Pixar lamp's ass. This is what they took from you. On Halloween, this guy dressed up as Aladdin and glued a carpet to his skateboard and made his way through the halls like this. I can show you the hall. We have a 2319. I repeat, a 2319. In Hercules, Hades says, "Guys, relax. It's only half time." Exactly at the 46-minute mark, the halfway point of the 92-minute movie. Can we talk about how Ratatouille ripped off my boy Tutta? Disney movies are just a bunch of women falling for creeps. Can we talk about how unbelievably adorable Winnie the Pooh is? I mean, look at him, all snuggled up under his blanket for safety. Why has he got a rifle? All I did was pause Netflix so I could get Oreos. I'm having a near-death experience. I am on my way. I paused Frozen, right as Anna punched Hans, and now I'm crying. Her eyes look like a Disney character's eyes. This is the start of a good senior year. The background rounds of Disney's Wish are made in traditional, hand-drawn animation. This is amazing. Virtual reality will allow fans to live their favorite Star Wars moments. So Daisy just met Bella, and Bella asked if we had plans after. When we said no, she said, "Great, what if I take you on a tour of France?" The reason why the character of Turk is female in this film is that, according to the producer, when male actors auditioned for the part, none of them clicked. When Rosie O'Donnell stepped into audition, it worked and she got the part. Arnold said of the gender change, "You don't have to be a guy to be a best friend." Back when I watched this, I always thought she was a dude anyway, so it doesn't really matter either way. It's Turk, man. The fact that the Pope exists in Cars 2 and rides within a Pope-mobile not only proves the existence of Catholicism in the Cars universe, but also that in 1981, the assassination attempt also occurred. Okay, but Vader literally turned off the lights on his chest panel to make an impression on the rebels. That whole emerging from the darkness by the light of his saber thing, that was intentional dramatic effect. What a drama queen. Layla got away because he wasted 30 seconds scaring the hell out of those poor rebel mooks. And since they're indicators, he would have had to turn his life support off. So he nearly died for drama. My 89-year-old grandmother has dementia. I bought my baby Yoda along for a visit, and she instantly fell in love with it. Now it's hers, and she's married it. Now it's hers, and she's named it Ladybug. The pen may not be mightier than the scalpel. This surgeon always takes a moment to make sure a scar isn't the only lasting memory of a child's surgical procedure. He surprises them with a hand-drawn dressing featuring a character or something that personally interests them. It's just one of those weeks. I tell myself, apparently having picked a career that does not seem to have any other type of week. I know genies don't have feet, but you'll have some big shoes to fill. Will Smith being a bro. I know we give the new genie a lot of crap, but in reality, Will is probably trying seriously hard to make Robin Williams proud, and I respect that. If you look like this, I'm yours. I spent the entire film thinking she was going to have an affair with Mrs. Incredible. I don't care what anybody says. This is the top 4 saddest Disney deaths of all time. The boss on his first stage. The boss on his final stage. The boss when you unlock him as a playable character. I have no caption for this. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight. For the sake of your health, please remain indoors. I just can't. Like, what do you mean this was a Disney movie? Disney fell off in tone so hard. Frozen is considered a high drama now. I want a Disney Pixar movie about a teenage boy who unintentionally transforms into a stone golem at very inconvenient times. It won't be a metaphor for anything whatsoever. I spend far too much of my life wondering what household object I'd have been turned into if I was in Beauty and the Beast. I'd probably get turned into a candle. I don't know. I used to be scared of the dark until I was like 12. It's not even a joke. Don't marry a man unless you would be proud to have a son exactly like him. Yeah, fun fact. My dad accidentally dislocated my arm swinging me around at Disneyland when I was like 7. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that to my kid, but you know. A mosquito flew in front of my camera and created an actual horror. This couple adopted Stefan when he was a 3-month-old orphaned cub. They are a lot less scary when you realize they're stanced up like this underwater. More skunks do handstands than we thought. Huge news. I made a PowerPoint when I was 10 on why we should get a dog, and to this day I'm still confused why it did not convince my parents. I won't ask again. Where the hell did you get those breadcrumbs? I told you it was hunting season, Doreen, but no, we just had to visit your sister near the lake. Hank quickly realized he totally wasted the first of his 3 wishes. Spider-Man. Yeah, I was the one who bit him. Now he's Hollywood. He doesn't even come by the hood anymore. Making my dog watch commercials on the homeless dogs, so he knows how good he got it. Any insect dies. Ants. I'm sure you've done a lot in your life, but have you ever went tubing with a raccoon? I did not realize how much I needed to see a panda eat bamboo until now. Pandas do not look real to me. Found out farmers often protect their young cows from frostbite by using special earmuffs, and I mean, just look at them. There's a thunderstorm right now, and I found this snail staring up at the sky. I saw the impossible. How does this even happen? No one will ever convince me this logo isn't a bear with a big butt. Meanwhile, in Florida, the alligators have developed sign-making skills. Runners, move to the side of the road when a vehicle approaches. I'm starting to worry. My Rottweilers haven't grown like in 5 months. Looks like this pigeon had a pretty intense phone call. Is my wife scared of spiders? Yes. Am I prepared to sleep on the couch for this prank? Also yes. Warning, huge aggressive spider under the cup. Do not pick up until ready to squish it. I've never seen a chubby tiger before, so I needed to share. Gill weak fins are heavy. Hello, Hello, my name is Swim Shady. Good for him. Goose flying upside down is simply showing off, says experts. My son has been feeding some crows on his way to school, and he says one knows him and jumps around excited to see him, which is so cute. And today, the crow gave him a dime. Toucans freak me out, cause like, that's their whole mouth. Without it, it's just yellow. This cat eating a cake on its birthday is hilariously adorable. The world is a vast hellscape right now. But remember, the Mandarin word for penguin literally translates to business goose. Peekaboo, murder mittens. National Geographic picture of the year. The black images are shadows of the zebra. Zoom in and you will see the zebra. The global truck driver shortage has not been exaggerated. A model citizen. Good crow. Good corvid. What is your spirit animal? This male has overslept. At the moment, he stands no chance of mating. Excuse me, sir. Can we talk about climate change? Apparently, that's how you weigh a baby giraffe. I cannot stop thinking about these permanent pet identity cards the Hong Kong government hands out. I went to the store straight after visiting the vet, so we just had to bring her in too. I've never seen someone happier than this little guy. A reminder that I don't have a single art class, but go down to the AP class 3 times a day and either do nothing or use a quarter cup of paint to make these horrible orangutan paintings, and I plan to make more. My goat broke his trampoline and he's very upset. Anyone have a small one for cheap? Think again before judging a dog based on its breed. This brave chihuahua ran into a burning vet clinic when it realized that the tech trapped inside hadn't been bitten on the face yet. For a second, I literally thought that the shark on the left was being executed and the shark on the right was being comforted. Shall I buy this and replace my kitchen bin with it? Yes, being a dog must be so cool. Your best friend is a gigantic omnipotent ape creature who can make food materialize out of nowhere and has unlimited love for you. Wife called me one day and said, "I'm so lonely when you're at work. I'm adopting this bunny I found on Craigslist." 2 years later, here he is, waking up in my bed. Local farm lets the kids vote on the name of the goat. Miss Sprinkles, muck shovel face, director of cuteness. Japanese artist turns hilarious animal moments into sculptures, and the result makes them even funnier. Turtles can breathe through their butts and pee through their mouth. Sometimes the chains that prevent us from being free are more mental than physical. This poor dog doesn't even know why he's in there. Check out the way this dog's eyes open. This dog rocks. That's not a dog, you idiots. It's a lion. It's a tiger. This post is a train wreck. Are you okay? No, I'm done with it all. Come on, let's poop on people. You will feel much better. Miniature donkeys escaped out of the fence and are heading to a town, and I'm pretty sure the damn cat orchestrated the entire plan. Finally, some great news. Waddles, the disabled dog, walks for the first time on his 3D printed prosthetic leg. Why you should never fight a dinosaur. You will get your ass kicked. New York City rat drags donut across subway tracks to share with rodent date, gazing lovingly at his gigantic angry wife. Vital update. My Roadrunner porch buddy used to run away if I wanted a picture, but now when he catches a lizard, he knocks on my door, then parades his catch around and poses. It's amazing. Who's a good boy, Mr. Meep Meep? I love my dog so much. A friend's cat that's a former stray, sitting in a shoebox with quite the fitting text. Thank you for choosing me. I'm sure we will fit perfectly together. Sup bros? Ginger power, am I right? Fist bump it. Saw this on my mail route today. There's a lot of reasons why your mailman might not deliver your packages, and this is one of them. I can handle a dog, but not a dog with an axe. I laughed way too hard. Dolphin Bay instructor. Gently kiss the dolphin. Nephew. Honk, 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 honk. It's a beautiful day in the kitchen, and you are a horrible set of bowls. This calf being a derp. Of course that's why the chairs have that feature. It's a snout rest, intended for the comfort of snouts. What else would you do with it? What I like about hippos being the most dangerous animal in the world. They're vegetarian, not even omnivores. They don't want to eat you. They just hate you. I think that's a beautiful thing. My Airbnb in Flagstaff had the best host. This is Hector, who kept my head warm all night at no extra charge. 10 out of 10. Would book again. Humans share 70% of our DNA with zebrafish, so when you're having difficulty getting anything done, it's usually because a zebrafish is using the DNA. I'm so tired, I could eat a horse. I identify as a horse, and this offends me. I identify as a fence, and this horses me. I offend horses, identify me. I think the main question here is, why would you eat a horse if you were tired? Oh my, I just learned what a live conch looks like. How is there not a Pixar film about these guys? Well, I don't know why I'm not inside, but I'm having fun, and that's the important part. Obsessed with whatever Pocket Dogs for the Game Boy Advanced has going on. Whales are so heavy, if you tried to use one as a hat, you would die. This is a great whale fact. Bro, did you know that the Cambrian era had its own little squid in in a wizard hat, the more upsetting ocean fact is that he doesn't exist anymore. Very funny to me that there is an entire play behavior in birds that this paper calls co-lying. They just lie on the ground together, kill a wild boar. It drops 3 coins. Where did the coins come from? Piggy bank. A horse in a pile of hay, hiding comfortably in a cozy nest. I bought a fake crow to scare the ducks away from our pool. Now they are sleeping beside it as a 3rd member of their family. One of the most chilling images in all cinema. I'm going to give Jinx an egg later and see what happens. What do? The power, the grace, the sheer raw majesty of a leaping wombat. Living in Livingston, you get used to seeing some strange things. An ostrich raiding the bin, however, is a new one. This is the purest thing I've ever received, bless my mum. Proof all dogs go to heaven. The most important thing you will see today. A marine biologist I know signs his emails off with best fishes, and this pleases me enormously. Walrus pup, rescued in Alaska, needs 24/7 human cuddling. Sees beyond my wife's arm. Uh-oh. I roll up a newspaper. Babe, stay still. Using newspaper as a megaphone. There's a fucking bee on you. Bees are friendly. Be nice to bees. If you encounter a cougar on the trail, we strongly recommend the opposite of pss, 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 pss. I understand these are real sheep, but they have such a sweet yet looming presence to them, as if they're some sort of guardian angels. My favorite thing about humanity is that we saw multiple creatures and were like, wouldn't it be cool if that thing had wings? And we were right every single time. My dog with a pine cone in his mouth is the most horrifying photo I've ever taken. USA. Asteroid, the size of 18 walruses, to pass Earth on Sunday. Put your shorty in a room with him, and I bet she finna fold. Can't afford the trip down to Florida to swim with the dolphins? Swim with these dolphin bananas instead. Try and close the containers. You can't close the containers, because then the dolphins couldn't breathe, idiot. Tired of the election map? The yellow states in the map below are the states in which it is legal to own a raccoon. Interviewer, do you have any special talents or skills? Me. Owls may be symbols of wisdom, but they're actually complete morons. He was a skater goat. He said, see you later, goat. A hungry young booby waits patiently for its parents to return. When your parents go out food shopping, what's the silliest looking animal you can think of? Spotted couscous. Dogs that barked up the wrong tree. Ever seen an albino raccoon before? Well, now you have. If you're having a hard time right now, here is a picture of my cat in a bee costume. It never fails to make me laugh. Oh my, it's the alphabet, but with cats. Panther abandoned by its mother grows up with a human and Rottweiler. My foster mama, Ellie, had her babies yesterday. Apparently, she came with a whole lab sampler pack. A camera is so much better than a rifle. Inside every woman is 2 wolves. One wolf wants long gorgeous mermaid hair. The second wolf wants to just chop it all off. There is also a crow pulling the tails off both wolves, saying to get bangs. The crow is the most dangerous. The fact that this is not called a hippopotaman is a huge failure when you are angry with each other, but still do a video call. Why did she eat like this? Ever notice when geese fly in a V formation, one side is always longer than the other? That is because there are more geese on that side. Dodge Ram 2500 for sale. 600k miles. Runs like new. Don't lowball me. I know what I have. Hard cow with ribbons to cheer you up. She is adorable. I was looking for a new guard dog. Maybe a Doberman, German Shepherd, Rottweiler, or a Pit Bull. Then I found this border collie, and he scares the hell out of people. Let's go for a walk. Me. It's raining outside. I want to go for a walk. It's too wet, buddy. Dog. My cat. After an hour of watching bird videos. That's one way to do it. The only flag I pledge allegiance to. Apparently, cutting dog's hair into cubes is a new trend in Japan. Officer, no pets allowed, sir. Me. This is my son. How dare you? This little guy always brings dry seeds to trade for some nuts. Saw this moisturized frog in the Grand Canyon, living his best life. Me drunk as hell, making everyone take selfies with me. Mother sheep, being a nice floofy cushion. They come running just as fast as they can, cause every go crazy about a shark-dressed man. Troll sergeant voice. Would you still love me if I was a worm, private? Felt cute. Might delete later. Never delete it. Take more. The adorable Canadian marble fox. I'm stealing this from Canada. It's Canada. If you ask nicely, they'll probably just give it to you. When everyone is looking really nice in the group photo. And then there's you. Lady Pug. I hate this. This is a carved watermelon. No, it's not a hatching dragon's egg. No one is going to convince me otherwise. This is a sponge crab. God needs to stop dropping these ocean DLCs with no patch notes. Cryptids of opposing power. Egg and leg. Nobody. The Japanese dogs on my Instagram explore pages. When someone tells me to do something that I was already going to do. Well, now I'm not doing it. Someone. Cats heal people. 30-year-old me. Got a cat. Cat. Sorry, bro. There is no way I can fix it. It took 2 people to restrain this kitty. This tiger was given a golden fang after cracking it in an accident. I want you to join my cult. Oops, wrong number, sorry. Wait, tell me more about this cult. Quick animal facts. Most buffaloes do not actually have wings. These polar bears took over an abandoned island in Russia, turning old buildings into cozy homes. Now they're just living their best life. Just learned that Dutch scientists left a hamster wheel outside in 2014 and saw that tons of wild mice used it just for fun, as well as frogs and slugs. All the creatures of the forest wanted a turn. Absolutely phenomenal. Only packing the essentials when the family barbecue has a bunch of people you don't really know. Look at this little baby. I laughed way too hard at this. People who go on runs right after they wake up. Me, just trying to process being alive. Nice hiccup. Cool. Why do I hiccup every video? The wizard places a chalice on the table filled with a strange, smoking liquid. He cautions that this potion is incredibly danger. I knock it over. After the most Mondayest Tuesday ever, the wife caught me and my boy getting a quick nap for dinner. My girlfriend got me this dog pillow on Temu. I don't know if I should be thankful or terrified. Look, it's a secret bunny meeting. What are they talking about? Veggies? Carrots? World domination? We will never know. Extremely important announcement. I've just discovered white-browed tip warblers exist. If unicorns were birds, they would be these birds. Just learned that cheetahs are really nervous animals, and some zoos give them support dogs to relax. I discovered a woman on Instagram who makes and sells mattresses for rats and matching pajamas. The mattresses are called rattresses. This is her baby, Lord Duncan. Tree kangaroos are a lot like regular kangaroos, except they're twice as fluffy and almost resemble small tree-dwelling bears. God-dropping new animals with no release date whatsoever, just like that. If animals had Tinder, this would be their profile picture. So I just learned about a new animal. It's called a aardwolf, and I love it. Look at the baby. A golden retriever brought home a baby koala she saved from the fire. Sing us a song. You're the piano man. Quilly Joel. When I ask someone to wake me up early, and they actually do. Important. Arctic foxes not only gain about 50% of their base body weight for the winter, they also grow a thick winter coat up to 5 inches long, turning them into chunk beasts of mythical proportions. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Please look at this text I just received from my boyfriend. And yes, you have the same amount of context as I do. Also, can I host an owl party soon? Guy with owl comes to backyard. Small group comes and meets owl. A group of sailors surround the ship's cat's convoy as he sleeps inside a miniature hammock aboard HIMS Hermione. Sharks are older than the North Star is now the worst fact I know. Not as in Polaris wasn't the North Star when sharks first evolved. The star Polaris is literally just younger than sharks. I find this really upsetting. We teach kids to fear animals like rats, snakes, spiders that are harmless 99% of the time. But do we ever warn them about the real danger? Why does it have teeth on its tongue? I am a gooseologist, and I can tell you that geese live on a healthy diet of children's souls, which can only be properly chewed with unholy tongue teeth. A very bizarre bird was photographed in Venezuela. Meet the putu, which is rarely seen in daylight. Nope. What is that? That looks like a nightmare, and this is the sound it makes. Are you kidding me? It sounds like an 18-year-old boy complaining to his mother because she cut the Wi-Fi off. I'm 19. It's a good thing we named most of the dinosaurs like 100 years ago when we were all into mythology and speaking Latin. If they just learned about dinosaurs now and had to name hundreds, there would be a hecking Chonkosaurus and a northern thick scaly boy. You know how the tail of a really little brand new kitten sticks right up in the air and how their bodies are kind of chubby? In Austria, we call kittens at that age Autodromskatster, which translates to bumper kittens because of the way their tail sticks up. It's not a really common word, but a very cute one, I think. If you've been having a bad day, here's a hedgehog with a strawberry on its head. Even if you haven't been having a bad day, here's something to make your day better. P.S. The hedgehog is also reading a newspaper. The hedgehog dreams of having a car. The hedgehog wants to go fast. My dog was prescribed doggles this week for his eye condition. Does he remind you of anyone? An octopus has 3 hearts, 9 brains, and blue blood. This unusual anatomy helps them survive in various oceanic conditions. The Kryn wolf is the largest canid in South America. His marks look like a fox, but he's not a fox or a wolf. It is the only species in the genus Chrysocon. Googling watermelon crabs instead of watermelon carbs is delightful because you will get creative crab shapes made out of watermelons and pictures of cute striped fiddler crabs. 10 out of 10. Would type again. What being the youngest sibling is like. Mum had to throw out Bunny's play tunnel because I kept peeing on it. I destroyed all of Bunny's toys and I constantly eat her poop. They took everything from me. In 2005, a South African man, Marius Els, adopted a baby hippo after rescuing it from a river. In this clip, they can be seen playing together, but 6 years later, the hippo dragged him into the same river and ate him. Rest in peace. This is actually fucked up. An escaped sheep was found with 60 pounds of wool. Yeah, Shrek the sheep ran away and hid in a cave in New Zealand for 6 years. When Shrek was finally found, the sheep had gone unsheared. For so long, it had accumulated 60 pounds of wool in its body, enough to make 20 suits. The sheep became famous and even got to meet the Prime Minister. She finally passed away last month, age 16. Yeah, I mean, this is just sad because this is genetic breeding. Humans are fucked up. Actors give their best performances just for it to get turned into a meme. America in movies versus America. Literally me. No way. He said it. He said the thing. Hollywood logic. Bad guys don't deserve a nose. The craziest part from Home Alone was that Kevin got all of these groceries for $19. Bullets when they hit. The main character. Side character. Nobody. Bombs in movies. 1 minute later, people be like, this film radiates comfort. Then it's this film. Some days, I'm really productive and get loads done at work. Other days, I just walk around like hey hey. There is no in between. What inspired human beings to build places like this so they could film John Wick movies in them? There is a movie theater in London that has volunteer ninjas that will hush obnoxious moviegoers. Andrew Garfield at the end of the movie when the other Spider-Mans go and hug their girlfriends. Finally found that movie everyone's been going on about. Let it go. Don't let it go. One day, in an action movie, I want to see a chase scene that ends with an unexpectedly sturdy fruit stand that just totals both cars. One day, it will get its revenge. Cabbages, this time it's personal. If you don't get this reference, you're too young for Tumblr. Are you kidding me? Pixar puts out a movie every year. A baby would get this reference. Fun movie fact, in Toy Story 2, when Woody escapes the plane, he leaves the bottom hatch open, potentially depressurizing the entire aircraft and sending hundreds to their death right after takeoff. This is the original Ghostbusters movie set in 1984. Every time I sit down to watch a horror movie, I think of that one tweet. No normal person sits down in their room and starts watching a horror movie alone. Are you Satan? Kids in movies will see this on the table, take a sip of orange juice, and say, I'm late for the bus. Damn, the one on the left looks like he could neatly fold your clothes whilst you're still in them. Unit. Fun fact, this was not CGI. Bill actually just turned into a giant spider in his performance. I've said it once, now I will say it again. An animated movie about this guy would slap so hard. I want a book where the villain gets the girl. I'm so sick of being like, I wish there was a story where insert something that definitely already happened in Megamind. When you eat your popcorn. Trailers. Movie. Ash, I'm not sure you're old enough to watch that. And he will never be. What helicopters do in action movies. Explode. How come I can understand you? Are you using some sort of neural language router? Actually, I'm speaking English, you idiot. This movie, I swear. Always thinking about the sheriff's hat getting bigger in Scary Movie 3. Like, 3 years ago, I went to a movie and the sound broke. So the audience made up the effects for the first 10 minutes. And I still think that 10 minutes was better than the actual movie. Big Hero 6 was such an underrated movie that got overshadowed by Frozen. It did not receive the credit that it so rightfully deserved. Me, stomping to bed after watching a scary movie, so the ghosts know I'm not scared of them. Selena Gomez in new photo, horror movie characters sitting in the back of an ambulance after almost dying. I want 18 people who can watch a movie with me. I was going to watch it alone, but it says 18 and above. Why is millennial humor so weird? Comedy that appeals to young people can be surreal and dark and completely meaningless. Men will literally become the most famous film director in history instead of going to therapy. One Disney movie has to go. Lion King. Nemo's and the Incredible is just amazing. Character in a movie saves another character's life by using a gun to scare the attackers away. Other character gets angry at him for owning a gun. What's an unrealistic thing in movies which bothers you the most? They remove the headrests in cars so they can see the actors better. Me, stalking the entire cast on Google after watching a movie. Everything's just a universal experience at this point. I hope the teenager who got assigned the task of putting up these movie posters got a promotion for his advertising ingenuity. I don't know. When you think the villain is dead, died at the end of the movie. The actor in a true story movie. The picture of the actual guy at the end of the movie. Movie characters waking up after getting hit in the head with a sledgehammer and being unconscious for 27 minutes. When someone says the title of the movie in the movie, I keep subtitles on because sometimes I just be snacking too loud. Why is it a thing to go to the cinema and say, I want to see this, to every film advert before the film, and never go to see any of them? New posters for The Incredibles 2. Pedestrians finding a film set at night. Wow, this place looks cool. Union film worker who has been on set for 15 plus hours. Can't wait to visit my home. Oh my, I just signed my first NDA. You are messing up already. You would never make it in Fight Club. Horror movie ads on YouTube that you can't skip. When I was 5, my parents convinced my twin and me to name our goldfish Surf and Turf. Then a year later, after Surf and Turf died, and I saw Surf and Turf on the menu. That is my Joker origin story. I can't believe they made Dumb and Dumber into a real thing. Aesthetic. Behind the scenes shots of actresses posing with their co-stars who are playing monsters that look like couples photos. The only important Michaels. Case closed. Wow, what the hell? Why did the movies come out 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3? In charge of scheduling, I was. That's it. That's the best Star Wars joke ever. How does Spider-Man think of such witty comebacks? Because with great power comes great responsibility. There goes the last great American dynasty. Congrats to Zoe Saldana on winning franchise wars. Thank you. The very first father that mothered. What's it called when Spider-Man climbs walls? If you say acrobatics, I will cut you. I was going to say Peter Parkour, but I like yours better. I went to see Oppenheimer and took pictures of Cillian Murphy like I was at a concert. In the B movie, after the bees win the court case and honey becomes a controlled substance, the ATF becomes the ATFH, which stands for alcohol, tobacco, firearms and honey. Frozen is a great movie because as parents, it teaches us that we will horribly scar our children, then abandon them through death. I still can't believe this is CGI from the year 2006. My Wish.com Freddy mask looks like he entered my dreams and has seen stuff he wasn't mentally equipped to deal with. What went wrong with the DCU? Wants to be the MCU. Literally rushes out every movie. Ruins a lot of characters. Tries to be dark and edgy. Ended up failing. Okay, so you know how Ghibli movies make the eggs look delicious? Meet the opposite end of the spectrum. And yes, this is from a British movie. The British cook like they hate food. Alien is a movie where nobody listens to the smart woman, and then they all die except for the smart woman and her cat. 4 stars. The Scooby-Doo animated movies didn't have to go that hard, but they did. They did it for us. Just so we're clear, the Grinch never hated Christmas. He hated people, which is fair. Don't date someone you wouldn't have a Harry Potter marathon with. That's nearly 24 hours. I wouldn't do that with anyone. The weak are already weeding themselves out. I'm addicted to thinking I should watch a movie for 2 hours and then not watching one, then thinking, well, it's too late to start one now, then staying up for an additional 2 hours. Just putting this out there. Just another day at the dine-in movie theater. You came in the middle of me crying. Expecting wait staff to wait until you're finished crying to Blue Beetle is psychopathic behavior. VaazkL holds the world record for longest director's cut, as it features over 90 minutes of deleted scenes. You'll be seeing me at the movies, like every masterpiece has its cheap copy. Did you know some of the scenes from Star Wars are actually filmed on Earth? 7-year-old me going to the movies and leaving with an entirely new personality based on the main character. Sci-fi movies, illogical things that cannot be explained. Nanomachine and quantum mechanics. During the filming of the first Jurassic Park movie, Steven Spielberg had extra children just in case the dinosaurs ate one of them, to not slow down production. In the movie Home Alone, the producers thought it would be too mean to use a real girl for the picture of Buzz's unattractive girlfriend, so they used the art director's son. The art director's son walks into makeshift movie studio despite never modeling before, poses as model for Columbia Pictures logo, becomes an iconic symbol of cinema, leaves and never models again. When a human dies in a movie, when an animal dies in a movie. All great stories start with a morning arm stretch and a butt itch. When people split up in horror movies instead of sticking together. Still the greatest movie review ever. 1 star. There were no wolves in this movie. Me, not understanding a movie. Wow. The cinematography. Everyone else really contributes to their fandoms, and I'm just over here in the corner like, spoons. I feel you, man. I have become Tumblr famous, using mainly spoons. This New York City air stuff is not funny, but somebody said this is what it looks like. When you get to work, but you're blitz, and have to head straight into an unexpected meeting. Put Maui's face on Wreck-It Ralph's body. 10 characters who can beat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. US to give away free lighthouses as GPS makes them unnecessary. Me and the fellas when we get our free lighthouse. No man has ever said anything this funny. When I'm depressed, I remember the time Bear Grylls was stung by a bee and morphed into Benedict Cumberbatch, and I find that helps a lot. Stepping outside after spending 2 hours in a dark movie theater when your kiddo wants to be both a hot dog and Michael Myers, Oscar Myers, is born. Every movie is a set in a world where that movie doesn't exist. Counter argument, Spaceballs. You choose a movie. My parents, knowing that I'm going to put Captain America, the Winter Soldier, for the 100th time. The screenwriter for Pulp Fiction just gave the Konosuba movie 5 stars. Easily one of the best experiences in a cinema I've ever had. I would go as far as saying it's the reason cinema was invented. Okay, movie idea. Genre, intro to horror film, like Gremlins. Title, Pac-Man. Movie details. The Lighthouse, 2019, had to be shot in black and white because Robert Pattinson looked like Mario in color. To practice for his role in the new Joker film, Joaquin Phoenix became a gamer and lived in society for 984 days. Me, watching Star Wars CGI that probably cost a fortune to make. Piece of advice, never watch the Lego movie on a 4K TV. A 50-year-old man trying to watch a film for 15 minutes without sleeping. I can't. I'm not strong enough. I lost. Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to lose. Let me see the script. How to properly break the fourth wall. Man only has one mood. Lonely. Girls can love Ryan Gosling all they want, but don't forget that he was an absolute liability in Remember the Titans. If I introduce a movie to you and we watch it together, I will be spending at least 99.9% of the time watching you to make sure you are responding correctly to the film. At cinema with my... Okay, I can't really relate to this, but I want some snacks. No, they're expensive. Dad, this is going to cost $30. I know. When you're showing them your favorite movie and then they leave to go to the bathroom and say, it's okay, just keep it playing. The most unrealistic thing I've ever seen in a movie is when an entire family sits down to eat breakfast together on a weekday. Finally, we've completed the CGI abomination trinity. Heir to the Empire movie. Here we come. I went to the store today and came across this Mario movie advertisement. Green and salty, just like my nuts. Chris Pratt's Mario voice baffles fans after first listen. Holy, it's literally just Chris Pratt's voice. Blockbuster, cancelled by Netflix after 1 season. Netflix kills Blockbuster. Again, I'm not saying it's right, but I get it. Film producer robs Florida bank to fund movie. DOJ says, Sir, I just thought of something horrifying. What? More people have probably seen this meme than the movie it's from. Cringe active movie viewer. Stays silent the entire movie. Chad passive movie watcher. Don't go in that room. That was funny. Puts my iPod on shuffle and skips every song until I get the one I was hoping for. First try. Actually received this resume today. Work experience. Honestly, not much because I just graduated, but please see below. Game of Thrones expert. Stranger Things expert. Movie directors making children's Christmas movies about believing in Santa, knowing damn well he is real. What do you... This Santa is real. I saw him as a kid. Babu Frick will appear in Mandalorian Season 3. Every time a new Star Wars movie or show is announced, all the fans are like, OMG, Glop Shito is back. CRT televisions. I am literally a radioactive black box. Strange signal goes in, picture comes out. I will not break for 50 years. Modern TVs. Your television needs an update. Please connect to the internet. Comedy movies in 2023. Funny Dog said, fuck, this movie will definitely make a ton of money. Comedy movies in 1998. So the guy who loves bowling gets his rug peed on. You're out of your element, Donnie. Thinking about making a film versus actually making a film. An actor giving their all in a scene and crying and falling to their knees, only to be fated to be used as a reaction video clip in a tweet by user Bulls1000 with the caption, forgot my lunch at home. The lens flare on this photo looks like Eric Cartman from South Park. I'm only going to say this once, but Jake Gilling looks so much like the lion from Madagascar. Yeah, I think I downloaded this for another video, but accidentally put it in this file. So enjoy a completely unrelated meme 2013, TikTok ruined my mind, watching the menu with a Subway Surfers video on the side to keep my attention. What was the point in Animal Planet airing those incredibly convincing fake documentaries about dragons and mermaids? If the aim was to convince incredibly gullible children that they were real, it worked on me. At the Disney Pixar office, boss, okay guys, how do we keep this new Toy Story relatable for all the adults who watched the originals growing up? Writer, I've got it. Why am I alive? I'm watching Robin Hood, and I think I found my new favorite reaction image. Remember when John Mulaney was a fish, and he was married to Adam Driver? I love that all the Infinity War promo pictures are super carefully edited and high production value, and then we have Tom cosplayer on a budget, Holland. Romantic movies should be considered as sci-fi, because none of this happens in real life. Greta Gerwig's Barbie makes history. Apparently the third highest grossing film ever directed by a woman is an Alvin and the Chipmunks sequel. Movies in the 1900s, in the 2000s, in 2020. Dentists trying to decide which Ice Age movie to play non-stop in their waiting room. Movies be like, very accurate. American movies, good actors, plot twists, jokes, unneeded doing it scenes. Mourning in the movies. Watching behind the scenes of a superhero movie be like, mourning in real life. Aliens coming to meet humanity. Almost every movie, TV show, and video game depicting them as a disgusting genocidal monster. Did anyone else notice this? No, I did not. Keanu Reeves took a quick break from filming John Wick 2 to walk a pit bull in New York City on Monday, looking terrifying as hell. Hey Pixar, maybe put some louder music in those sad moments so a bitch can sniffle undetected. Tired, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Wired, Home Alone is a Die Hard movie. They are all real. I did not know this. Movies about bad/absent fathers whose redemption is only possible via magic. This is still an incredible piece of film criticism. Jurassic Park sequels will never be better than this shot. Also gotta love it because it makes zero sense that the letters are projected like that, but Spielberg would never let a silly thing like logic get in the way of an awesome image. Guy waking up in Saw Trap if Saw was British. Right, what's all this then? Oi bruv, fancy a game? This movie is an insult to movies and art in general. The fact that it exists and made over $1 billion is disgusting. Twitter Blue verified subscribers can now upload 2-hour-long videos. Fuck it, Shrek the Third. Me. How much is rent for this gorgeous apartment? Sir, this is a liquor store. I went to the cinema last night. The man sat in front of me, had his dog with him. The dog seemed really engrossed in the film. When the film ended, I said to the owner, "This might sound weird, but your dog seemed to enjoy that." Yes, I was surprised too. He hated the book. We appreciate all the comments, guys. Typically, an open book. Ask us anything. Everyone involved in the making of this movie should be jailed. Original 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie Goomba head prop. Sold to a collector in 2013. After 20 years in storage, the material deteriorated, giving the Goomba an even more frightening appearance than in the movie. My absolute favorite thing in movies is when someone is looking at a childhood picture of a character and they use actual childhood pictures of that actor, and you just know the actor had to call their mom to get them, and she was so happy about it. A friendly reminder that when you used to rent videos from us, we didn't care who you shared it with, as long as you returned it on time. You had the chance to buy Netflix and passed on it. I'm an intern. I barely have permission to have a lunch break. I didn't pass on anything. Movie leaks. Haha, this character dies. No! Boiler leaks. Your locomotive crown sheet has failed. I have died in a boiler explosion. People in movies. We must destroy them. They are only machines. People in real life. This is my new rover. I will name him Oppie, and we will be best friends forever. Villains. Put a 5-minute bomb so they have time to run away. Put a 5-hour bomb so the hero has enough time to turn it off. This poster for the Jurassic Park movie that had been hidden for 25 years was recently uncovered by a storm. Christopher Nolan's next film will be played on the Sphere in LA. You can watch my film on any screen, but there's only one place you can truly see it. Me, when a 300-foot tall Batman is towering over me at the Sphere. Daniel Craig believes James Bond should not be a woman. I read the article. He essentially said that instead of trying to fit a woman into this role, they should write an original character better than James Bond for a woman. What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries? The eyeball? Skin? A fish? Interviewer: if you are a villain, you need to be intelligent. So I've got a riddle to see if you're up for the task of world domination. Sigh. A towel, guys. The answer is towel. A fish? Skin. Really? I thought you had learned some moisturizing. I'm done. The funniest part of Aladdin is when the Sultan goes, "Ah, Jafar, my most trusted advisor," and it cuts to Jafar like this. I will never understand why Sweeney Todd is such an underrated film on Tumblr. I mean, it's a musical about cannibalism featuring attractive psychopaths, and the cast is 90% British. My friend Rachel refers to this movie as Johnny Depp slaughters the cast of Harry Potter. Accurate. What are your robot serial numbers? Start beatboxing. Literally, what the hell is the Lego movie? I've only seen GIFs, and they make it all look like completely separate things. They can't possibly be one plot. It's like Toy Story on drugs. And it's great, the scene. So you could be watching in 50 years time. Easy. I'll not be here, sadly, but Hagrid will. Yes, the cameraman. Would you rather have unlimited money or be a superhero with powers and a costume of your choice? Unlimited, superpower, fuck it. I would have the power of flying, and my costume would be my average outfit, I guess. Damn, I just realized Ratatouille. The movie used a dish that has rat in it. It's the pun. Yeah, you're doing this on purpose now. I genuinely just never looked back on that movie, and when I first watched it, I didn't know English, so it just hit now. What's the Polish word for rat? Oh shit, I may have to let you go this time. Man to man, tell me one sentence a woman told you that is stuck in your head till this day. Get out of the women's bathroom. It's so cold outside that the ghost that haunted the house froze to death. If reincarnation was ever confirmed, there would probably be a drastic spike in deaths. You mean rerolls. Ostriches, raised in captivity, sometimes become attracted to humans. Imagine being the person who had found this out the hard way. I'm about to get my inheritance money early. What number is the limit for you? If you can drain a mango in its surroundings of its color, DM me. If someone offered you 10,000, but if you take it a random person on Earth dies, would you take the 10,000? Whoa, this new video is dark. I know Amazon drivers be like, damn, this house again? I work on an ambulance. The thought is the same. My worst fear is accidentally committing tax fraud because I'm an idiot. Mine is getting caught eating dead bodies. Fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run. Face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Smash everything and reproduce. My sister just walked into my room, grunted, oil, and promptly collapsed on the floor. No, she got possessed by America. Dated a blind girl, but she broke up with me. Guess who's back with a different voice? Bro, this isn't funny. What if a blind person saw this? I don't think you get it, Buzz. I'm Andy's favorite toy. I will always be his favorite toy. How many more people must I kill until you realize this? How disrespectful is it when a younger sibling is taller than you? That's why you tried to kill the competition in the early days. A woman in the US was left this couch in a will, buys this couch at her estate sale after her tragic, unexplainable death, and notices there's one more teddy bear than there used to be. My sweet old neighbor brought me fresh smoked deer sausages. Don't break people's hearts, they only have one. Yeah, break their bones, they have 206. Oh no, my dad is driving drunk, someone stop him. Some random oak tree. What country is not nearly as bad as the media portrays it to be? Antarctica. The media makes out that it's very cold there, but the situation is improving. Lightning McQueen waking up in an ice bath, missing his Cadillac converter. I've been alive 20 years and still haven't figured out the right thing to say when someone knocks on the door of the public bathroom you're in. Hold on a minute, I'm eating. You only got one family. Yeah, you only got one appendix too, but if it messes with your health, you cut that thing out of your life. I had my healthy appendix removed, just to show my other organs I don't tolerate anything. Why does Donkey Kong look like that? You can't run away forever. Giraffes have 7 cervical vertebrae, just like you humans. What do you mean, you humans? Nothing. I mean we humans. What if and hear me out, nobody invades anybody for like 2 years, and we take all the world's military and science budgets, and put them into bringing back the dinosaurs, yeah? And then we use them for war. Lol, no, wait. Police in Tennessee chase zebra for 3 hours. This is getting ridiculous. How dark is your humor? Me, at my boss's funeral, kneeling and whispering at the coffin. Who's thinking outside of the box now, Steve? Everything we say at funerals should be said at birthday parties. We leave so much love unspoken. Happy birthday. Thanks. You will be greatly missed. What? My dad is a senior software engineer at Google. This is his work laptop. He takes it to company meetings. I've been told he has received many compliments. Marry him. Friend. I'm worried about you. Me. Dunks Oreo in whiskey. Why? Feeling some minor adverse effects from drinking a liter of peg nog. Pilk is a drink of cowards. Today, I have created Pegnog. Couple contaminate drought-stricken town's water supply by dyeing waterfall blue for gender reveal. Guys asking boobs or butt. Arms, bruh. I need a hug. Organs. I need money. Thanos. Snaps. Every cannibal. One-stroke technique. My dad had a one-stroke technique, but he didn't survive it. 500k chiropractic mega crack compilation. Yeah, don't ever go to a chiropractor. What is your darkest secret? I was about to say that I got with my stepsister, but then I remembered that this isn't anonymous. Almost got me. Haha. Do y'all consider this a date? The longer I stare at it, the wilder it gets. You might be indirectly responsible for someone's death, and you don't even know it. Oh, I hope it wasn't the guy I stabbed. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're a Windows 11. Wish I could call it a dad joke, but you clearly don't have one. Goals to avoid in 2023. Glad you think I can pull that much. Yeah, the only thing you be pulling is food out the fridge. What language do you speak? Him. Facts. Misinformation. But your nickname isn't. I'm stupid, but yesterday, November 7th, marked the 28th anniversary of my HIV announcement. I feel so blessed to be here and want to thank everyone for their support. Way to stay positive, man. The dangerous new TikTok challenge. Besides the fact that at least 65 children in England have been hospitalized after ingesting magnets. Explain please. They want to be him so bad. Mom, died of dementia. Grandma, dad, grandpa, died of dementia. Me, I'm in danger. Oh, don't worry. You will forget eventually. Me, after filling my boss's coffee cup with military-grade battery acid. Something's wrong with my cousin. Guess what? What? No, you have to guess. I don't know. Grandma is in the hospital. Why would you make me guess that? What happened? Kids in 2098. Reading the 2020 chapter. Bold of you to assume there will be kids in 2098. My neighbors are talking about me while I'm smoking outside, saying I'm a bad mum, and they only hear me yelling at Phoebe, and they have never seen me take my daughter out of the house. Phoebe is my cat. A snake that's wide instead of long. Please don't mind me real fast. MS Paint version of this. Instead of saying, I have to, start your day with, I get to, attitude. I get to work out. I get to go to work. I get to have an existential crisis in my car at 11 a.m. Life is all about perspective. I get to show up in court to answer for multiple acts of vehicular manslaughter. He's literally bathing in his own blood. It's gas, not oil. I would be careful assuming it's gas. I ruined a good pair of pants that way. How come women live longer than men? Because women are superior. What happens if you snort plutonium? Woman asks man for a cigarette. He refuses. She lights his car up. The uncontacted Amazon tribe after I do a drone light show over their village. This is my cat. This is not my house. Same thing happens with my girlfriend all the time. I laughed so hard. My wife thought I was dying on the couch. You forgot your schizophrenia pills again, David. Yeah, David. The crash was 3 years ago. It wasn't your fault. Just take the pills and let it go. I sold my brother to Craigslist after he broke my 6th camera. That's not how you do it. You first sell as many of his organs as you can, and when you are done, you sell him. What's the significance of this? I would jump into a industrial paper shredder so that there's a chance that my body is recycled into toilet paper that you might use. The ability to telekinetically make other people fart really loud anytime you wanted them to, during a speech, teaching a class, preaching a funeral, and suffer rotten egg fart. What the fuck? Yeah, that's my exact response. I'm not reading this anymore. Turns out we underestimated how many of you love Mexican pizza. 7 times more than we expected. To be exact, we are working as fast as we can to restock Mexican pizza ingredients. We'll need some time to replenish our supplies, but when it comes back, we promise it's here to stay. We'll be ready, says the sewers. Today I learned McDonald's almost got rid of its golden arches in the 1960s. The arches were only kept because a psychologist they hired said they had a great importance in the subconscious mind of customers. They represented Mother McDonald's Bobs. This is why we need to dig up Freud and kill him again. Using a hollowed out coffee pod as a mold, I've trapped Peanut Sonic in a resin prison. He can never go fast again. He's eternally silenced. Do regular dogs see police dogs and think, oh no, it's a cop? Now we're asking the real questions when life's gone bad, but you're still vibing. I had a gecko in my freezer in Costa Rica one time. I felt bad for him dying there, so I put him on the counter on top of a piece of paper towel, and the next day he was gone. Discovered him alive further down the counter. I thought I was going nuts, but then found out that some people actually put their pets in the freezer while on vacation, so no one has to feed them. Wildlife is strange. How long can a cold-blooded animal live in the freezer? I want to put my wife in there. What 2 jobs are fine on their own, but suspicious if you work both of them. My grandpa and dad used to be their rural city's ambulance drivers as well as the mortician service until it was ruled a conflict of interest. I worked at a theme park and we had similar codes for vomit and such. Never had one for ashes though. I have 2 requests for my family after I die. I want my remains to be scattered over Disneyland. I do not want to be cremated. Who told you this hack? A cat. A cute cat. Wait, I'm a cat? How are you typing right now? I would 100% eat that cat like it's my last meal for real. Like, if they turn around, that cat's already going to be inside my large intestine. Honestly though, just imagining it makes my tummy rumble so much. The doctor after the urine test. YouTube comments, right? Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? No, Bob. Just sign the divorce papers. Oh, so if someone dresses up as a cowboy to buy Red Dead 2, it's fine. But if I drive my car into the store to buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's illegal and destructive. Gym equipment in park found moving on its own. His girl really ghosted him. Nah, they got bro in 4 handcuffs. Cardiac gonna arrest him before they do. What if when you die, someone takes off your VR and says, how was it? Who the hell set up settings for trauma to the max? Why did the game forget to include the dad NPC in my game? Fact, the Samsung safety truck shows the road ahead on the screen so drivers can safely pass it. All fun and games until it starts lagging. This is cruel. Russian roulette for people with peanut allergies. When you realize Mater was wearing pieces of car corpses, your best friend puts a gun to your head. What are your last words? You proved me right. This is the guy from Jetpack Joyride. I wish I was a cow, eating grass in a field. No rent, no job, no college, just moo. All fun and games until she lost connection to the server. She switched back to story mode. Does anyone know the context? Imagine you die and they kick you out of the group chat. Bro, I was in a coma for 3 weeks and got kicked from the family group. The 3 ways of peeing: shower, soaker, jet. You can change the settings by twisting your nuts. 4 ways to make nut milk. There's a 5th way. Polar ice caps aren't the only thing receding. Everyone on Earth tries to jump you, but you are given any weapon of your choice. No limits. You surviving. The Quiet Kid. Plot armor. Florida Man. The 5th Ninja Turtle, Picasso, wasn't very popular due to his racism. 2 sisters with completely different aesthetics. One says daddy, the other says father. Funniest Among Us moment I have ever witnessed. I was with Brown. You are Brown. I played with a guy named Cop and he always voted against. When he cheated on me with the same girl my other ex cheated on me with. Nah fam, she up 2-0. You gotta start playing some offense. Giving my boyfriend an empty PS5 box with a positive pregnancy test inside. She is going to make such a nice single mother. 3 boys let a Black Widow spider bite them, hoping to become Spider-Man. Instead, they became Uncle Ben. Who remembers? At recess, these were awesome, but people use real ones now though. Things you can say both during doing it and a funeral. Stop crying. The twins have the same sized pee-pee. Now we are asking the real questions. As a twin, I can say my pee-pee is definitely bigger than my sister's. Top 3 biggest missed opportunities in DCEU. Yo, why is my mum's personal trainer on here? I was today years old when I found out that ejaculation comes out at 27 miles per hour, making it illegal in a school zone. There's other reasons it's not allowed in school zones, but sure. He ain't never losing traction. He doesn't even need an airbag. Swedish woman finds IKEA bag filled with 80 human skeletons, and of course they come in like a million pieces you have to put together. This is a safe place. What's the craziest you did to get laid? I once walked 92 kilometers for some. It was worth. We got Forrest Hump over here. There are 11 parachutes and 10 passengers. The selfless dyslexic kid. Neither the hero we deserved, nor the one we needed. Man with world's longest nose is yet to have record broken. Legend has it, women actually don't mind him sticking his nose in their business. Speedrunner beats Breath of the Wild 50 times in one day. That boy needs a breath of fresh air. Average PP length has grown 24% in recent decades. Inflation is crazy. Damn, where was my firmware update? Florida man arrested for shooting his pastor's cousin during an argument over heaven and hell. He's about to get his answer. Homie said go find out which one of us is right. Send this to someone you had sex with in your head. Just got banned from the family group. My sister sent me this. When you were born into a, to be honest, you're hella sexy generation, instead of a, my heart is so full that I can hardly call it my own generation. Bro, who cares? The fact I was born at all is a tragedy. You raised a gangster. Bro looks like he got screamed at. Woman addicted to eating toilet paper. Eats over 25 sheets a day. Says it's like drugs. Nobody can ever accuse her of talking shit. Does it wipe on the way out? Gave bro a vitamin C pill and told him it was a perk when the COD mobile connects to my grandpa's Bluetooth headphones. NASA discovers 6 giant galaxies that are so old they shouldn't exist. 6 galaxies catching strays for absolutely no reason. Who gets no women? Who can't walk alone at night? Who has to... Okay. China now selling anti-pervert flamethrowers to women. Women respect her. Ma'am, you dropped your wallet. Chameleons are fun because they'll grab anything you give them. Anything? Bro, no. Cutting your tennis balls in half allows you to store 2 more balls in each can, saving space. Nice idea. Now I can keep 2 bodies in my fridge. Woman has twins from 2 different fathers in extremely rare case. Collaboration. If you're fortunate enough, your internal organs will spend their entire lifespan in absolute darkness. Not if I swallow this glow stick. In 2015, daycare employees got charged for running a toddler fight club among a dozen boys and girls aged 4 to 6. This is terrible. One of those toddlers broke the rule of toddler fight club and taddled. France has proposed a new law requiring influencers to disclose the use of filters or editing. I just want to know the politician who got catfished so hard he had to make a law for it. My man is hitting 20 reps of "the British are coming." He's exercising his Second Amendment rights. Is it true most men pee on the doo-doo stains in the toilet to knock them off? Who the hell out here telling secrets? Norway is opening a whale watching museum in the shape of a whale fin, a place to observe whales. In my country, it's called McDonald's. Exploring an abandoned funeral home. That pink coffin is so cute, I'm dying to use it. Women are twice as likely to initiate a suicide attempt, but men are 4 times more likely to succeed. Woo, another win for the boys. Why is Steve always drawn as built as a brick shithouse, and Alex is always the most breedable? Oh my god. More boys die by suicide than girls, but girls' rates are rising. Weird flex for equality, but okay. If my grandma wore pants, would she wear them like this, or like this? Either way, I'd want to get in them. Why can't Americans lose weight? Losing weight involves losing. Americans never lose. This corgi ate dragon fruit, then fell asleep. I almost had a heart attack. Almost became John Wick. What's your most controversial NBA take? The ball is alive and doesn't like being thrown around like that. How mad you gotta be. Yeah, why would you dislike a video like this? People on the internet are at rage after a high schooler blocked a disabled student's free shot. Make another wish. Atlanta teen dies, saving 4 children at Florida Beach. He died a hero. W-Mans, rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, man. Scientist claims humans will be able to upload consciousness onto a computer by the end of the year. Imagine deleting your grandma's consciousness to make room for the newest Fortnite season on the family PC. AI bot Chaos GPT tweets out plans to destroy humanity. Bro was on Twitter for a millisecond and decided humanity needed to die. 3D model of first man looks exactly like actor Vin Diesel. When he really said with family, he really meant it, huh? I love that takeout means food, dating and murder. If you're a praying mantis, it can be all 3 at once. If somebody asks for pregnant Mario, I'm going to cry. Can you do pregnant Mario? I got called a racist at a McDonald's today. Tell us what happened, lad. I got called a racist in a McDonald's. Yeah, but why? I was being racist. Earth, Stonehenge, Easter Island, and this. Falling in love hits different when you know they're a paid actor sent by the CIA to distract you from dedicating your life to dismantling the government. So you're saying the reason I don't have a girlfriend yet is because I'm not a big enough threat. Life may actually flash before your eyes when you die. Giving out to Spotify Wrapped for death is crazy. Is there any air fryer that can handle a family of 8? Take it easy, Jeffrey Dahmer. Not funny. The man was sick and mentally unstable. He was not a murderer. Murder is not funny. First day on the internet. It's no way KFC thinks this looks appetizing. This looks like Friday races. My son would have been 3 years old today. What happened? I pulled out. No matter what happens, enjoy your life. Bro, you can enjoy 3 women. She's a 10, but it's in inches. She could be a 12 and I'd still date her. That's not what I meant. Fuck y'all. Everything is fine, but why does her shadow look like Andrew Tate? Jake Paul confirms there is ongoing negotiations for a fight against Andrew Tate. This is like deciding if you'd rather be shit or puked on. It's God opening his butt. Oh my god, is this a cat or a sheep? A shat. Don't call it that, please. A shitten. Men will literally use your beauty products in the shower and not even know what it's for. Leave my dark spot exfoliating scrub alone. No, it's going on my balls. Y'all here for the cracked wig effect, that JFK haircut. Over 2 million raised for a 2-year-old orphan who lost his parents in 4th of July shooting. His parents were gunned down in front of him, and apparently he's rich now. He's well on his way way to becoming the next Batman. Dreams are other dimensions. So, in another dimension, I jumped in a pool from 20 meter height and instantly got laid after. How do I get there? I think we should have glow stick juice injected into our bones when we're born, so if we break them, there is a little fun surprise. What is the surprise? Blood poisoning. Or do you genuinely not understand? How I get taller and more handsome every time my grandma sees me. She shrinks and her eyes get worse. Yeah, this is just sad. Rest in peace. I know Amazon drivers be like, damn, this house again. I work on an ambulance, thought it's the same. When I was 12, my uncle fell down the stairs and broke his leg, and instead of helping him, I recorded him falling down while yelling, well da, and then posted it on Instagram because I thought it was funny. Happiest ending to when I was 12 my uncle's story ever. This is what true happiness looks like. Bro, Kirby consumed her in The Last Pig. Disney announces that Woody will be openly bisexual in Toy Story 4. There's a snake in my butt. Perfect. Just leave them running and the exhaust will keep you warm. It will get you sleeping real good. Your gangster name is the color of your shirt and the last thing you drank. Who are you? Bro, why are there no schools or children in GTA 5? That doesn't seem very realistic, so you can't shoot up the school. His name is the last thing you dog. What's the wildest thing you threw at your siblings while fighting? Another sibling. People who did it with celebrities. How was it? Great until they kicked me out of the wax museum. Smart people have poor eyesight because lower graphics makes your brain run faster. Stephen Hawking has closed all background tasks for more FPS. Meanwhile, in a cave in China, one earthquake and you'll be playing with Kobe. How the hell did Thanos snap with the metal glove on? He just did the motion and made the noise by clapping his butt at the same time. Why did I ever learn to read? Writing is weird. 1 minute you are telling a story. The next minute you are researching the average amount of snowfall Edinburgh gets. Or how to kill someone with a piece of barbed wire and a tomato. Or how much force it takes to dent a human skull with a can of Pepsi. What the hell are you guys writing? When his name starts with a D. Dr. Pepper. The whole grocery store. Sorry to whoever's names. 1,000 Pound Sister. Star Tammy Slayton. Sorry, my brain lagged. Comes out as pansexual. Licking the pants clean does not count as pansexual. I need a man that will take care of me financially without asking for sex. That's your dad. State your age and something you can't do. I'm 20 and I can't take it anymore. Toxic masculinity is so sexy. You mean like normal politeness and normal courtesy towards women? No, like wife beating. Tell me you have a 3-year-old without telling me you have a 3-year-old. Chop them up and mix some cinnamon and sugar with them. Fry them in a pan until soft but not mushed. Delicious. The apples, however, are a total loss. Yeah, I've honestly used this meme in a different video, so I'm not gonna read it. Dead page, haha. Yeah, dead. Similar to your little brother who died 2 weeks ago. Hey yo, why did you remove the post? It's not like he's coming back. Planning to end my life. If anyone wants my television or houseplants, just reach out. Are you okay, man? Reach out if you need help. What size TV? 55 LG smart TV. He wouldn't last a minute in my hood. Them guys be eating their ops. Man built guitar out of his dead uncle's skeleton, uses it to play black metal. Bad to the bone guitar riff starts playing. New York is building this U-shaped skyscraper. This is so big that a plane can easily go through it. 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 stones with 1 bird. What do people do in the shower for 45 minutes plus? Concerts, meet and greets, cry, overthink, arguments, you name it. Start families, then wipe said families off of the face of earth with the shower head. I really just mean too much. I'm eating some good food right now. I'm having like a Rice Krispie. Pretty fucking good. Man spent 12 years in coma. Says he heard everything, including his mother saying, I hope you die. I hear that without being in a coma. K-pop stars BTS will be forced to serve in the military. They better let that K-pop for real. They coming back with BTSD. How old were you when you first did it? 27. Damn, your uncle was patient. Guys, joining the military is the male equivalent of, screw this, I'm going to become a stripper. Yeah, but one is a noble career, which takes a lot of bravery and courage, and the other is the military. This makes it look like Yoda harvested George Lucas's youth in order to rejuvenate. Not feeding my daughter until I secure a PS5. Her blood is on your hands, Walmart. She keeps on crying. Make it stop, Walmart. Boys, in case you were wondering, this is what 8 inches really looks like. We're talking about the ponytail or that forehead. It's like his snoring got so bad that his wife left him, and now he's just forever alone with his extra strength breathe right strips. Maybe the stripes were so effective that he inhaled his wife. Man hospitalized after putting putting 15 boiled eggs up his bum, so his limit is 14, not limit, personal best. Is Leo DiCaprio finally moving on from the under 25 club? Flirty actor, 48, seen partying with 27-year-olds. Inflation hits everyone. Drake is the type of dude to be arrested and already be in a jumpsuit. In the 1990s, the US military considered a weapon that would make enemy soldiers sexually attracted to each other, a weapon of ass destruction. A 56-year-old man in Chicago was sitting in his car at 6 a.m. 3 teens tried to pull up on him and tried to rob him. He shot one teen in the head, another in the shoulder. One broke his leg when the car crashed. If they survive, they're all going to jail, all in critical condition. Guys pulled up on John Wick. Biodegradable cigarette filters with flower seeds. Help nature in 2 ways, by planting trees and killing yourself. Yeah, the new $2 coin with black ring will honor late Queen Elizabeth II. Glad the old broad money died so we could get new goth money. Back to school. Kids these days are pussies. Back in my day, if you gave nuts to a kid with food allergies, they just died. Heavy Maguire, Delicious Jr. If you're having a bad day, just letting y'all know my coworker got his prostate exam, and when his doctor touched his prostate, he nut everywhere and fell down knocking over some equipment. You would think the doctor would be able to control himself. Girl rabbits don't lay eggs either. Peter Rabbit is a boy. Boy rabbits don't lay eggs. Consider Christ instead. Are they implying Jesus does lay eggs? Texas Pizzeria serving Jeffrey Dahmer special. Got some at my house right now. Homemade. Guys who sag their pants below their butt. Why? Easy access for the homies. Your task is to blow a job interview in the first 30 seconds. What do? How strict is this section, bruh? You are given one wish, but everything you wish for happens to everyone. What is your wish? I'd wish I'd shit myself right now. I'm in the bathroom, so the aftermath for everyone is going to be hilarious. If you boil drinking water to kill germs, you're still drinking them. They're just dead. Yeah, murder them and feast on their remains. What better way to deal with an enemy? Please tell me how Okay, I've honestly used this in a different video, but if you didn't watch that video, you can pause the video and then watch this video when you're finished reading from this video. My dad spent a week in hospital for a heart attack, and this is what we owe. See, my dad was smart. He had a heart attack, and instead of going to the hospital, he just died. The funeral was just $6K. I do miss my dad though. I'd smash a moose for that car. Jeez, what a nice car. I hope nobody would say they want to have sex with a moose to acquire such a car. It's risky, but get me ready. Serial killers, collecting skins, gamers. There is no similarity between us and the gamers. Woman with 2 vaginas says she uses one for work and one for personal. My husband would pick me up like a bowling ball. Name something you can say during doing the deed and at a fast food drive-thru. Thanks for paying this time, Dad. Gwyneth Paltrow broke down during quarantine and ate bread. What was your low point? I lost my job and my mother died. Your heartbeat is probably perfectly synchronized with someone else's, especially if you are dead. What stopped you from ending your life? I called this suicide emergency hotline and no one picked up. I thought it was ironic and hilarious. That made me laugh and temporarily not think of ending my life. What do you think really happens after death? Your family fights for your belongings. Blind people have a hard time drawing because they interpret the world as 3-dimensional and struggle to portray it as 2-dimensional. And here I am, an idiot, thinking it's because they can't see. At my funeral, there is going to be a closed casket, and then it will be open to reveal that I am not inside. Instead, they will turn on the ceiling fan, and my lifeless body will swing around the room, while the Space Jam theme song is playing in the background. Never mind, my mom says I can't do that. Elon Musk becomes world's richest man. All these men literally have enough money to become Batman, and they aren't being Batman. Why would you not be Batman? His parents are still alive though. When I'm bored, I get wrapped up in his sleeping bag and put butter all over myself and slide around the kitchen floor pretending I am a slug. I showed this to my therapist, and she's finally letting me end my life. Hospitals and horror movies versus hospitals in my country. Hospitals in my country. Imagine you miss a payment on a Tesla and it drives itself back to the dealership. Imagine dead, old people in their Teslas just arriving to places. The weirdest flex is professors who say that most students won't pass their class, like, congrats, you suck at your job. We had a math teacher like that. He failed the entire class final, then ended his life the next day. We did not get a redo. 8 months in versus 8 months out. She's expecting a third. Someone got pushed back. He dumped me, so I'm dating his landlord. We are increasing the rent tomorrow. He should be thankful he broke up with Steve Harvey. When we sleep, waves of spinal fluid wash over the brain to remove waste. What kind of waste? False hopes and dreams. So I bought an already messed up looking Garfield toy, but then it showed up vacuum sealed. And oh my god, this container won't last long, John. Soon I'll be free. What should he do right now? First, get bit by the snake, then fall down in such a way that half of the body is in the water and half on land, so that the lion and crocodile both eat him. Moral: always help others no matter in on which situation you are. Replica level, fuck this, fuck off. You gotta be down bad for this, like really down bad. I have 0 friends at the moment, and I'd rather talk to myself than this. Morgue employee cremated by mistake while taking a nap. I guess 2 people got fired that day. If the earth stops rotating suddenly, then you would fly east at 465 meters per second and die instantly. And if it continues to rotate, most of us will die slowly, painfully, and afraid. The zoo is a pretty safe place to fart. Shits my pants in the gift shop. Damn elephants. Only 20 people have been boiled alive in Yellowstone National Park, but with your help, we can change that. For just a small monthly donation, you can help us sacrifice a tourist to the old faithful every day. 5-star hotel versus 5 billion star hotel. Move a bit from your position and you will become a star. You're reading this right. A Hunger Games theme park is coming. I'm starting to believe that no one actually read these books. I can't wait to die in a coal mining accident. This dude looks like every Peter Parker ever all mashed up into one. Worst feeling is to step on one of these Lego. That hurts. Why is this pain so universal? Chill bro, she's not going to message you wondering if you'd go out with her. Why does someone agreeing with someone in the comments section mean he's going after her? Because he put a little too much emotion in that response. Like it ain't that deep or something new. Everybody knows what stepping on a Lego feels like. You just want to stand out. Instagram. $1,500 smart gun with facial recognition and fingerprint unlocking hits the market. Imagine someone is in your place and you're holding your gun with your sweaty ass palms and the gun is like, try again in 30 seconds. That stormtrooper literally doesn't shoot straight. Hell no. I was born when a rubber broke. Ain't no way I'm going out the same way. Man uses hand sanitizer to stop a snake from devouring itself. Why so full of himself? He may not be Jewish, but the drip is Israel. Dude, what's the meaning of simp? Are you a girl? Yeah, but that's not the question. Pick a number from 100 to 200. 105. Get yourself something nice. Mr. Least. When your homie is driving to your girl's house and he ain't asking for directions. I mean, he should know where his mum lives. Popular producer, Diplo, says he's done stuff with other guys but clarifies he is not gay. Bro had a free trial. Bro realized he had free will. I had to do like choir as a kid. I wish I did this. China accuses the US of sending 10 plus balloons into their area. Are they finna play balloon tower defense? Grandma, I survived World War I, World War II, and a pandemic. The stairs. I don't think I'll ever experience culture shock while on holiday. The Dutch toilet. As a fellow Dutchman, I can say these toilets are notoriously known for causing so-called bag slappers. This is a rare phenomenon, which can happen when a poop is so solid it stands up straight, only to collapse, hit the nuts, and destroy everything in its path. Terrible experience. This woman just came and bought $300 worth of fireworks, and I was being nice and said, "Oh, are you planning a big barbecue?" She said, "No, my son has muscular dystrophy and was supposed to die by 18. We're celebrating his 40th birthday tomorrow. He likes fireworks." Wow, that's a pretty cool way to put her son out of his misery. Stop saying start a family when you mean have kids. A couple is still a family. A single person and her cat is still a family. A couple and their plants are still a family. You don't need kids just to be called a family. I had a distant uncle who had 3 cats as pets. That was his family. He slept in the bathroom and died. Few days later, when people opened the door, they saw the family members eating him. What's a fact that makes you all uncomfortable? We will start. Your bones are wet. There's a moment during the cremation process where the meat is perfectly cooked. Since hot dogs are basically just pureed meat stuffed inside animal intestine, a hot dog doesn't stop being a hot dog even after we eat it. We just become the new hot dog casings that make us, in a way, hot dogs as well.